Welcome, 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 one and all. Oh, let me turn that monitor around so I can see there. Hello, hello. Oh, we've got, God, my voice has gone. We've got one of them. Farm Tech, good evening, EDM. Hello, Michael. Hello, Chris. Good evening, everybody, and good evening, the first one, which was Daria Di Mia, which is a cheap one. But there we go. Good evening, everybody. I wasn't going to stream today, mainly because I've been working so hard today. I think I've done 9 jobs today, so it's been crazy. But I'm building a computer for a fellow streamer, and they just been to pick something up, and he was just saying to me, he says, if you want to video it or stream it, he's gonna edit it and put it on his YouTube channel as well. He's got 37,000 followers on Twitch and tens of thousands here, there, and everywhere. Extremely impressive, really, really nice guy. Different genre to me altogether. So I'm building this for them. I'm vibrating. Why am I vibrating? Oh, my microphone. There we go. So I said, yeah, I'll stream it for you. So he's going to take the video and edit it for his own bits and bobs to say what it's done. So we're building his PC, and he's got quite a nice PC. I'm just going to say hello to Dog, because Dog's come to see me. So we always like this. Oh, so Dog's come to see us. She wants a little bit of time today. She says, I've had my dinner. Do I go for a walk? And I went, no, you can't go for a walk. We don't like you. You're a dog. Go away. So we're going to stream up Friday the 13th. What possibly could go wrong? But we have got a full system to build for him. So hope everything's doing well. I will quickly run down. So I'm only going to stream for a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours, because I think that's how long the build hopefully will take. We've got a very nice, and I am going to show all the bits what we are doing like we would normally do. So we will give it a thing. Might be slightly different in the respect of because it is going to go on his channel. I might not be going as in depth as I normally would, but I'll try and keep it entertaining. He's going to cut it up for his own whatchamacallits. So if we're all good, what am I putting? I've got wrong chat panel up on screen. That's the issue with this. There we go. Let's try that one. PC build is fun times. Got to run check out the GameCube, but I'll be back later. Just dropped a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Michael. Oh, Reflex, yeah. Are you still streaming Reflex? Sorry, I wasn't trying to hustle in on yours, but yeah, Reflex. If you are still streaming, have a good one. Have a good stream if you are still streaming. But yeah. I weren't too sure whether you were still streaming. I can't actually see on my screen. You just don't do it right. But anyway. Nope, just finished. All right. Okay, well, have a good check up on that and whatnot. So anyway, guys, we will kick off with getting this done. So yeah, without any further ado, we will start. I'm going to do it a bit light so we can use little snippets. So we might just get that set. Right, welcome. We are building a desktop PC for a fellow YouTube streamer, TikTok streamer, and whatnot seller here, and it's a very nice piece of kit. We've got a Mag B550 Tomahawk motherboard, AM4 platform, very nice system, and it's the AM4 CPU that we are going to be fitting in here. I was only 4 minutes late. Don't worry about it, Sweden. We're all good. I will just explain we're doing it for this. I'm just going to do that intro again now. I've got rid of the great big black square in the bottom corner. So, sorry. I will. Don't do it live. That's what they say. Don't work with live children. No, not live children. Can't work with dead children, can we? Don't work with children and animals. That's what they say. And computer parts and terrible streamers like me. So we'll start that again. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome everybody. We are building a desktop PC for a fellow streamer, Twitch and TikToker. He's asked me to build him a computer and a PC. He's bought some very nice parts, so this is what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be starting with his motherboard, which is a B550 Tomahawk motherboard. It's the AM4 socket platform, very nice machine. So this is the system we are going to be building as the base unit for this, and this is the motherboard as if by magic. The CPU what we are fitting is going to be Ryzen Flavor, and it's the 5000 series, and if we look just here, it's going to be the Ryzen 7 5800X. It's 8 core, 16 thread, 4.7 max boost, 3.8 base. Brilliant workhorse of a CPU. Very, very nice thing. And this is going to eat all his tasks, what he's going to need to do with both streaming and multitasking at the same time. I've already taken the liberty of fitting the CPU, but we'll show you how that goes in. So we'll just zoom down. CPU's already been fitted. Got lots of little pins on it like we can see here. We'll pop it in the socket just here. Pop the arm down and that locks it into place. And we've also fitted the arms as well for the CPU cooler. Sorry, Pico, I did see you come into chat. I was just trying to do an intro for this video. I'm doing it for a customer who's a streamer, and he's gonna edit the video down. So if you're wondering why I'm talking a little bit like an infomercial, I'm trying to do it so he can edit it down and pop the snippets, the clips and whatnot onto his chat. So good afternoon, Picotronics. Good afternoon. Sorry about ignoring you. So if you're wondering what these are the mounting brackets for the cooler. We have gone for the Peerless Assassin SE. Anybody watching my streams regularly will understand that I do really rate the Peerless Assassin. It's the 120 SE that he's gone for. This is going to more than adequately cool the chip and get the temperatures under control and release the maximum performance and power from this coat of thermal compound on here to do bench testing. So secret with thermal compound is less is more. So I like to dot it all around rather than in one center like there, and I find it gives a bit better spread pattern to get everything done. Simple enough with the cooler, which is a great big chunk of metal, very nice polished thermal plate at the bottom to conduct it through all the heat pipes. And you can see there we've got 6 substantial heat pipes moving to the radiator, and this is a twin fan, so one at the front, one in the middle, or one at the back, one in the middle to keep the airflow coming through. Very nice. So we'll pop these onto here. These 2 screws which are located in here goes on the little locating bits down there, and all we will now do, we'll just screw that down. Once we get it into position, I like to just tension one up a little bit, not over tension it, not over tighten it. Get the other one. They are sprung connectors on here as well. So once you can feel a little bit of tension coming down, you can move on to the other one and then just adjust the screw all the way down. So we'll just keep on working these 2 screws down in similar fashion, so we're not overstressing or twisting the cooler down, and the springs will start to tension up and move it down into place. So that's nice and snug down there. Same premise on this one until it goes all the way down and it's just nipped up nicely. Now that is nice and snug how it's mounted on there. Pitco, never assume that I hate you. Despise, but not hate. You know, I'm only joking. Scooby-Doo. Or is that Pitco? I still don't know your part. Is it Pico? Is it Pitco? I know they're 2 different people. You're like Superman and Clark Kent. You never show up together. Oh dear. So yes. So we'll go on to that one on here. So the next one, what we are going to do, we are going to now fit his fans on here, and that's going to enable the CPU to get some nice cooling and so on. It's a twin fan design is this, so nice and easy to do with these. And again, any regular viewers will have seen me fit these numerous times. I often fit one at the back if it fits. If not, I'll fit it at the front. But we'll put the middle one in first. We'll get that all aligned and then we'll see where it goes. So you can tell the air direction of fans is generally through the part with the little supports on, so air will flow from the back through the front down here. So we're going to be mounting this one under here, like so, to give us nice, adequate airflow. So I'll pop these clips on. Yeah, never see you in the same room, Pico. Never see you in the same room. You will quickly understand with this video, I am absolutely terrible at tutorials. That's probably why, oh dear me, don't want to put that on the floor. That probably explains why all my how-to videos, how to change a battery, how to change a screen, how to install a hard drive, have all bottomed out on YouTube. Just hope his editing is better than mine, and I think it will be substantially better than mine. So, how's Friday the 13th gone, guys? Have we gone okay? Any catastrophic things happen? Have you walked under a ladder, crossed paths with the black cat? Don't really know. Anything else like that? Nick, good. I've not seen you in a while, Nick. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, usually travelling on an evening, aren't you? Good afternoon. I'm doing a build for a fellow streamer. So he's asked me to if I'll stream it so he can use the video to do other things. So it's going to be my attempt at showing everything that we do and so on. I'm just trying to get my adverts in there, so when he does do it, everyone looks at me. Nobody else, just me. Look around the eyes, not in the eyes, just around the eyes. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. So guys, one of the things what we have to do is obviously install some RAM. We've got one stick of DDR4 and we're running the Vengeance Pro, and it looks like the RGB version here as well. And this is the 32 gigabyte and it's 3600 megahertz DDR4. Decent latency on that as well. And there should actually be 2 sticks of this. Just got back from Switzerland working. Ooh, very, well, I wouldn't say very nice, but do you know what? Having travelled for work in the past, I never used to like to travel because I always found it tiring. A lot of people think it's kind of exotic and nice, but it was never really one for me. Never really one for me. So, going back to this. Zoom down here. So we've got 2 sticks of DDR4 RAM, 3600 megahertz with a latency of 18, 22, 22 and a 42 at the end. Hi, bestie. Sorry, my daughter's in chat, guys. My daughter's in chat. Everyone say hello. Hello. Wait there, wait there. We've got to get the pooch. Come here. Come here. Up, up, up. Say hello to Zoe. Say, speak, speak, speak. You're not going to do it, are you? She never performed. Never up, up. You can say hello to Zoe. No? Where's Zoe? No? Not going to do it. Sorry. Not going to do it. Go on, back in there. Distraction there, guys. A little bit of distraction on that. Put that back down there. Go back to here. So we've got 2 sticks of DDR4, 32 gigabytes in total, 2 16s running at 3600 mega transfers, 18, 22, 22 as a latency. This is used RAM. As we can see, there's a little bit of gunk or something on there, but all the contacts look fine. And it is, I think it was bought from CEX or somewhere like that. So we'll test this out, make sure we've got no issues when we do mem test and things like that on this RAM. Just make sure everything's right, because I know that CEX do offer a warranty. So that's good. Work hotel, yeah, rinse and repeat every single day, isn't it, Nick? It's, I find that more tiring than anything else. So, in the instructions on this motherboard, the 2 slots that we're going to use, because this is a 4-slotted motherboard, are the one furthest away here. We'll then miss a slot, and then we'll go for the 3rd slot there. So, those are the channels that we are going to use. We simply align the little one there in the same orientation it goes in. We'll put the first one into the position when we glasses down. Equal pressure at both sides. until it clicks into both sides. Difficult to explain how much pressure you need. I had a customer ring me yesterday asking me how much pressure needs to put, and it's just enough to get it clipped down, not enough to actually make it slip and fall out and break something. How long were you there, Nick? Were you there all week? That was... Yeah, we'll put that one at the back, I think. Yeah, we'll put this one at the back because it's never going to sit completely level, as you can see, because the heat shield there, just this week in Basel. What's the weather like at this time of year? Because I always think Switzerland's cold and rainy or cold and snowy, but I would imagine it's pretty cold. Is it thick snow there? Is it nice and ambient? Is it like 15 degrees or is it like minus 15? Because we talked to Carthor and it's always like minus 46 where he is. I think he lives on North Pole to Carthor or somewhere. I'm not too sure. Warmer than home. Oh, that's all right then. I think Ozzy was saying it was 42 degrees or something when he was talking to us the other day, which is just crazily warm when it gets to that sort of temperature. It's yeah, to me 46 degrees is a little bit too hot. You could cook things on that temperature. And generally, I'm not a sun worshipper. If I go on holiday, I search for the parasols. I sit under the shade, don't go out, and I come back whiter than I go with. I don't get a tan at all. I'm not a sun worshipper in the slightest. But I do like it warm, but just not hot, if that makes a bit of sense. Because you see that some people, don't you, when they go on holiday, and we've probably all seen them, and you could be one of them. You go, and it's generally somebody there with a big beer belly and no sun cream, just turning redder and redder and redder by the day, and they look like a red balloon by the end of it, don't they? I think that's what Nina sang about at Eurovision Song Contest. She went around the pool and counted all these 99 red balloons, and it was just British tourists all going a little bit redder. Ooh. Hey man, Sharma, hello, welcome. Hello. Hope you're doing well. We are just building a PC for a fellow streamer. If we are wondering what we're doing, AM4 platform, 5800 X CPU, Ryzen 7, 8 cores, 16 threads, and we just fitted the thermal. And I remembered to take the sticker off, bomb. We've fitted the thermal take. 120 Peerless Assassin SE twin fan version. It's 32GB of RGB, 3600 DDR4, and we have two very nice M2s. We've got a 1TB and a 2TB, two Predator drives here. So we're going to be putting those in. I did speak with him, and he's going to get both on the board. One is going to be his 2TB as his primary slot. Sorry, 1TB is his primary slot and 2TB is his secondary slot for storing the content on. Because he's a streamer, obviously there's going to be a lot of videos and things like that he's going to be storing. He's also got an 8TB NAS drive that he's got on his local network as well, so he can put things over there. So we'll get one of these drives open and done. So weather forecast for the UK this weekend, down to 2 degrees. I mean, goodness gracious me, we're in spring and we're still getting a 2-degree temperature. How crazy is that? 100 degrees Fahrenheit in San Diego. What's that? That's about 39 degrees, is it? Something like that? Wow, 39 degrees. That is, or if it's 39, but I think it's about 39, 40 degrees, isn't it, 100 Fahrenheit? Something like that. That's toasty. That's a little bit warmer than I'd like it to be, if I'm being honest. I'd feel like a chicken in the oven getting cooked if I were in that temperature. It's not one for me. Howdy doody Mookie. Mookie. Hello, never late to the party. Just, your name's not down, you're not coming in. Never do that. Apart from if it's Pico, your name's not down, you're not coming in. I shouldn't say that because he thought I were ignoring him earlier. He'll start getting a complex. Everybody's welcome. We are building this for a streamer and he's going to repost and re-edit and things like that. So I will be running through some bits on here like you would. So we're going to put the primary drive, which is the 2 terabyte, into this slot just here. So we'll be taking the cover off that one and putting it in that slot just there. So I'll be opening this cover up. Simple enough to do to install one of these M2 drives. A couple of screws out of the heatsink cover. We'll get the 2 terabyte drive. I always put it in at a slight angle. So we'll line it up like that, little located slot on it. We'll put it in at a slight angle like so. Make sure it's not like that. We'll put it in a slight angle, take 2. Stuck to my finger. Push it in all the way and then just lay it down and it'll self-locate where the screw goes just there. We'll get the little screw which holds it in place. Screw it down. I like to hold the end of the screwdriver so it doesn't actually slip out. So if you do happen to do this and you've slightly off center, you can slip out with the screwdriver. But if you hold the base of the screwdriver while you're screwing, just nice and lightly as a guide, and then you can just tighten the screw down without any fear of it slipping out. The heatsink then needs to go on. So they have a protective cover over the actual pad. We'll get this lined up on that hole. Doesn't need a screw. This one, it's actually located in there, this being a shorter one, so we'll get that located into that hole just there. Screw that down a little bit just to take the tension up. We'll get the other screw and pop it into the hole there. That seems awfully snug, but I think some of that is the heat pad. It'll take a while just for it to kind of mold itself to the shape of the actual chips and things like that. So you can't over tighten those. They are pre-done, so you can't over tighten. 37.77 degrees is 100 Fahrenheit. Wow, that's pretty, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not good. This is a great build. I was looking for a second opinion. Oh, there we go. Looking for a second opinion. That is a great build. I was looking for it. Yeah. I haven't seen the sprint and I don't know the results of the sprint. I will be watching the sprint later on. I didn't know it was a sprint weekend, so I've not seen the results. I've not got any F1 as yet, Nick. I'm going to try and watch the race on Sunday morning and probably qualifying tomorrow morning, but I think it's 7 AM UK time or something like that. So I did catch the Australian one, which I was a bit disappointed with, to say the least. I thought the race was, after the first 4 or 5 laps, I thought it was quite boring. It just became a procession, and it decided with maybe pit stops and things like that. And I think Formula One is running the risk of not becoming a racing series. It's becoming a strategy series more and more as every year passes. It's more based on strategy and maybe a bit of luck with pit stops than actual racing. If you've got consistent performing drivers and you're in a quick car, only thing what's ever going to lose your race is team strategy. So I know it's a team sport, but I'm not finding it particularly viewer friendly at the moment for that. James, good evening, James. JFix is in the house, guys. JFix is in the house. Mookie, being battered by the winds on my bicycle today. Talking crap to my storage locker stud on a 24-pin. Oh, yeah, it's as bad as standing on a 3-pin plug or a leg over it like you've just put. Not seen it. We'll watch on catch up. 20C is about right, temp-wise. Yeah, I think 20C is about right for me. Top teams, 18 to 20 is generally my comfortable zone. But it all depends on humidity. I think that's the key thing for me. If humidity is comfortable, it is good comfortable. So, James, we are building a PC. I got this dropped off yesterday by a fellow streamer.
PCDD, you little shit.
We've got Lee Farmer Arnold's in! Red Bull could have voted off Mercedes' car as illegal. Good knows what they're thinking. Oh, has there been some controversy? Streamlabs have put, check out Lead Farmer 813, BIOS runs scared from this enigma. Even Streamlabs is getting in on the act. Has there been some controversy with the Mercedes car? I didn't realise there had been. I think Red Bull certainly is on the back foot, but I am so glad, because I am not a lover of Mr. Horner or Mr. Marco, and I think the team will prosper better without him. I'm not a lover of Max because I think he was because of his dad, basically. I think Max is by far the best driver on the grid. He's, in my view, he is several percentage points above the other drivers, which is shown with having a poor car and still being able to put it on the front and put it on the grid and nearly win the championship with it. His driving and his skill is exceptional. It's just a pity that the team he fits into was Red Bull, and I just didn't like the way Red Bull conducted themselves, and never have done, even from the early days of the inception. And for me, it was always Christian Horner which did it. And I actually I actually saw Christian Horner a couple of years ago at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, because I was very fortunate to go to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Been to a few, and he was walking through the paddock, and as I'm walking through the paddock, I saw him, and he was with, who's he with now? I can't remember who he was with. I think he was with Ottmeyer. Not Ottmeyer. Yeah, Ottmeyer. And I said, "Oh, do you mind if I have a photo of you?" And I got a selfie with Ottmeyer, who used to be the team principal of one of the other teams. And he went, "Yeah, not a problem at all." And so I took a quick selfie with Ottmeyer. And it was just, you know, the normal selfie, one of these, Aussie, as they call them. And Cristiano said, "Do you want one with me?" I went, "No, you're all right." I walked off. Well, I can only imagine the look on his face when I went, "No, you're all right." And he went, and it kind of confused him a little bit. But I was like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in him at all. Don't like the guy. Not that I know him, just don't like him. But yeah, I refused a selfie with Christian Horner. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all. But hey ho. Just watch JFix Hot Tweezers. Ah, James, have you got some hot tweezers? Is that for you? Is that when you're starting to do your kind of man sculpting and things like that, or do you mean, or do you mean for your work? I keep toying with the idea of hot tweezers, but I ain't even mastered a single tweezer called a soldering iron, let alone moving on to something which has got two ends on it. Replical, all right, yeah, done that one. Bias from scared. Exciting new regulations. I like all tech, no skill. Drive like Max. They are struggling, and rookies are killing it with, yeah. It is, and I know this season's going to differentiate quite a bit more with the tech involved, because they're all going to. I think it's
PCDD, you little shit.
Maybe two. Andy. Andy is in the house. I've changed your Streamlabs thing, by the way, Andy. I forgot I'd put it as Mandy, so we changed it back to Andy. Yeah, I think this year is going to be more tech, but it always is with the first year of regulations. There's going to be a lot of breakdowns, a lot of unreliabilities. The other teams are trying new things to catch up. I just feel the overtaking, and I know why they've done a lot of the stuff to improve it, but China's going to be a difficult circuit anyway, because they've got different regen routines, and that's a lot of things they're going to be doing. Now, Mick, hello Mick. Yes. So anyway, guys, we are building a PC for a streamer here, and he's asked me to stream it. I'm only keeping. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm just keeping other people informed what we're doing. So I apologise to people who's been here from the front, and I've repeated myself several times. So this is a PC for a fellow streamer who's dropped all the bits off, and he's asked me, or he suggests that I stream it so he can cut it up and do shorts and do TikToks and do all the fancy stuff. He's got so many more followers than me into, multiple tens of thousands on here. There we go. Is it a 3090 Ti Supreme? I think that is probably the gentleman in question who we were just discussing. Andy, no, sorry, Russell, Russ is the best. We've got to do Russie Russ. Happy birthday to Russ. Happy birthday to Russ. Happy birthday, dear Russell. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Russ. I bet it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit in your back garden, Russ, if you go outside and check. Guys, the actual streamer has just logged in, which is CNARC Plan 118. So that's who we are building it for. It's his system, so no pressure on me. He's sat in chat. Came here for tech advice and then talking about F1. Well, that's what it is. I probably know more about F1 than I do tech. That's that. PCDD, can I send the board Joey sent me? There's no way. By all means, you can send it. Was that Intel or was that AMD? I have got, if it's an AMD, that's beneficial because I have got an AM5 in stock. I have no 13th gen chips because I gave it to James. So if it's AMD, yeah, send it down. Send it down. I'll get it sorted and send it back, Andy. How's the April Fool video shooting broken console with FPS? So guys, we have put the 1 terabyte drive in as a boot drive. We've put the 2 terabyte as a secondary drive, which is sitting just down here. So we've got two M.2s. These are it's gonna absolutely fly on here. And we're gonna put a 3090 Ti. I think the streamer said he'd got on the message above. To do that, we've got the RGB RAM in there as well. We have somebody on Twitch subscribing. I can't quite see it, but welcome. Oh, whoever that was on YouTube, welcome. Thank you very much for your kind subscription. For some reason, my sounds aren't working, but what's new there? No idea why. Oh, you found a 3090 Ti for 5,500. Oh, right. That's, how much is that in UK? I don't know what TRY is in local currency in UK. I would imagine a 3090 Ti is probably, maybe, what's it worth? 300, 350 pound today, UK? I don't know. Tom, hello, Gibbons in. Tom, how are you? So about my issue, I had power fluctuations after that having temp and game freezing issue. Oh, right, sorry, your issue came in from, what was the issue again? Sorry. So about my issue, power fluctuations after having some temp and game freezing. What did you have? About £940. Woo, that seems, for 3090 Ti, I'll be quite honest with you, a 3090 Ti for 940 UK pounds probably seems very expensive. I would have thought, but I'm not. I would have thought maybe a 4090 is probably close to £1,000. But with way stuff's going up in price, I think things are worth what it's willing to pay. I'm not the best one on prices. Enclose your local tax. Maybe then, maybe. I'm so out of date. I sold my 3090 Ti 2 years ago, and I think I sold it for about £400 2 years ago. So I am really, really out of date on that. Sorry. I don't really buy and sell. These were the results. MOS temperature 85, peak, VCC temp 117. What CPU is it? What CPU is it you've got, Himshu? Himanshu, I think it's pronounced. Sorry, I'm terrible at reading. I'm not very good. I'm dyspraxic. Let's try it again. Hi everybody. Hi TFN. TFN's in, guys. TFN. Good afternoon, Sean. Hello, Sean. We're getting all the crew in, aren't we? We're getting them all in. I need to stream more often on a Friday evening at 6 whatever PM. I don't even know what time it is. 7 o'clock. Right, 14600K. Right, so that is a thirsty CPU from memory. I think a lot of the 14th gen ones were. So your, let me scroll back up so I can see what your power was. I don't know what your TDP on that one is, but 143 watts peak power on it, I don't think is too far out of the way for a CPU like that. I don't think it's too far out of the way. And your temperature's at 86.5. If that's on your VRMs, again, I don't think that's out of the way either. I mean, they'll sit at over 100 degrees, a lot of the VRMs. Certainly if you've got a heatsink on, it's gonna bring temperature down. 4090 is about £1,370. Again, that could be right. That could be right. I'm really not versed with a lot of prices on used stuff on there, but it's shocked me that they are so expensive. But again, stuff's, it's this AI thing, isn't it? Which is well, crucifying us users. Good afternoon. Oh, I've done that one. Yep. Give a dog a bone. Yeah, recommended cooker. It's chippy chips time. Chippy chips time. I haven't had any chippy chips for ages. Want to press start stream when I go. Oh, sorry, TFN. You're more than welcome to stream. I mean, don't. I'm only doing it because of this. But TFN, please. I can't. I think Joey just said to me, best bit of advice he ever got: don't stream because somebody else is streaming. So we've all got different people watching us. Cooler. That's right. Recommended cooler for a 13900K. Andy, I would say a recommended cooler for a 13900K, strangely enough, would be the Thermaltake 140 Peerless Assassin. They are £32 UK. Twin fan. Speak to James, JFix. He's got one. I've got one. I've fitted numerous ones. This is a 120 watts on here. So this is the baby brother to it. It's still a twin fan design. The 140 is just bigger. A lot more thermal mass on it as well. And they just work brilliant. But the 3900K is a beefy CPU, and that does drink some. You will be pushing the thermal up to where it is not too comfortable, but it'll handle it no problem at all. You won't hit a thermal throttle. Just make sure you've got good airflow in your case. Click the thumbs up. Thanks, Lead Farmer. I forgot mine. I didn't click the thumbs up, did I? There we go. Thumbs up on that one. I don't want to miss you. Oh, thanks, TFN. If anybody, please, guys, if you don't know who TFN is, have a quick check. I think if James then he can post the link to TFN's page. He's doing a Game Boy collection amongst other things as well. And yeah, he's a cracking streamer. Small stream at the moment, 50 odd subs. Be really good to get him up to 100. So if anybody is sat in chat that don't know who he is, please just punch it into whatchamacallit, YouTube. Show him some love, show him some support. Hit that sub button. I don't think you'd be disappointed. There you go, James. Thank you very much for doing that. An interesting one. What this streamer has said to me. He buys and sells. That's what his streaming stuff is. But he is very much into the retro gaming side, retro consoles, retro games, collecting cards and things like that. So he's got some consoles, some retro consoles, Game Boys, Game Boy Advance, original Game Boys, and things like that, which don't work. So he's going to drop them off with me. So I'm going to be doing some retro streams as well, which I thought might be quite nice because I ain't got a clue how to do them. But I know there's plenty of people in the community who do like that. And I must say I've got a soft spot for the retro scene as well. So it'd be really nice to do that. So yeah, guys, the link for TFN is in chat. Click on the link, hit that subscribe button, and just show him some love. And let's just see if we can get him into 3 figures for 100. That would be brilliant. Just remember, we all started off all small streamers. I'm still tiny, but it does mean a lot. Just one extra sub when you check your thing and you go, wow, somebody else wants to watch what I do. I don't like consoles. You are right, Mookie. I don't like consoles.
A little tiny one.
I've got a small one. I was watching Charles did one earlier. Hot Cows did a stream earlier, and he's got a brilliant. Because he's brilliant at clipping. If nobody knows who Charles is, Hot Cows, I think we all do. But he's clipped me going like this on stream, and it's the only alert he's got on his channel at the moment. on his channel at the moment, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah, so he's going to drop me off some Xbox controllers. One's got stick drift, one's got something wrong with one at buttons. And he's going to drop them off, so I'm going to have a look at them on stream. And he's going to drop some games off, which wants looking at, and amongst other stuff. But he gets a steady. Well, he's kind of refused a lot of this stuff already. So I said, well, if you get anything like that, don't refuse it now. Bring it in, and I'll do it on stream. And hopefully we can have some things. And what he did say was, like the joypads, if we can manage to get them repaired, he's quite happy to give them away on stream as well. So so that was the overall plan. So if we can start doing this retro stuff and getting some bits and bobs done, it's going to go to the subscribers of the channel as well. So that'd be really nice. Be really nice. Just to give something back, guys. Really is. So yeah, I definitely don't like consoles, but it's a learning curve, isn't it? I'll probably swear it. I did that Meta Quest one and that Switch as well. The Switch, I still need to sell that that Switch. It's fully boxed and whatnot, and it's modded as well with help of Andy SER. Swindon Electronic Repairs, the best electronic repairer in all of Wales. Help me do that. Let me see. Good evening, Zola. Zola's in, guys. Zola's in. Who? Andy from Swindon Electronic Repairs. he kindly assisted and helped me. So did a lot of people when I was doing that. But anyway, where am I going on this? So we're gonna bench test this first, because he did buy a used card, used graphics card and used RAM. So we're gonna dig his used graphics card out now. Hand's a little bit precarious sat there. Oh, we do have some more fans as well to put in it, but they're obviously for the case. We do have a new case. So the graphics card that is getting fitted into it is I'll read what it is and I'll show you what it is. It's a 3070 Ti in this one. So nice graphics card. Again, this is a used card, which is more affordable. I don't know what's paid for it, but again, a used card. This is the 3070 Ti Gaming Trio. I think I had one of these not long back. I think, is this the same as I sent you, James, this card? Was that a Gaming Trio? I think it was. What a beast is that. Yeah, it's a big old card, this as well. Lots of thermal mass on this for a 3070 Ti. I like the 3070 Ti. I think it offers very good, very good performance for the buck. Try doing a RGH Xbox 360. I think it's probably 15 years since I worked on an Xbox. Or did I change some ports on one? I changed some HDMI ports for my electrician on one about 6 years ago. Was that an Xbox? No, that went to 360. One after 360, whatever that was. I changed them 2 ports. 3070 Ti. Yeah, so I think you've got the same card as this then, James. I gave James basically this card for his new setup. But he needs to repair it, so that's the challenge. He needs to repair it. So yes. So we'll bench test this. We'll get my power supply, because his power supply is new. So we'll get my test supply out. Oh, I have got in. I'll just show you what else I've got in over here. Sat over here, which is that button there. No, wrong way. Need to reverse these buttons. I've got a really older that one there. It is I'm trying to install Windows 10, and it wouldn't let me install the latest version of Windows 10, so I had to put 1709 on it. If you're familiar with what that is, which is a version of Windows 10. It's a Intel Celeron N350 1.6 twin core. I've upgraded the RAM from 4 to 8 gigabytes, and I am just in the process of trying to update all the Windows to the more later ones. But it's preparing to install 20H2 at the moment before I can install any further than that. So yeah, that should be an interesting one. But that's been in for a SSD and upgrading the RAM to 8 gigabytes. So it's made it. Yeah, it's an Atom processor. it's a more of a more of a classic design, let's say, Arnold. Yeah, not a good.
This.
JFix tip £1. Sorry, I need the rest of the money for my expensive electric car. James, thank you very much for the £1 tip. Really, thank you very, very much for that. You're a star on that one. But you don't need to. But thank you very much, much appreciated. Thank you, James. So we're going to shove that in there. That wasn't me. Who was it then? Well, it came up as JFix. It still says JFix. £1. Many thanks. What? Who fancied you? Must be. I don't know how that's done it because you come up with your name. That's confused me no end. That's confused me no end. Must be Andy. Well, thank you, whoever that was. I think it was one of James's secret identities on there. Thank you, whoever that was. I'm Andy. Yeah, he's Andy. It must be a different Andy. James has had his account hacked, and somebody's tipping all the people. That's what it is. That's what it is. He's spending his lottery win. Where did I put my cable for that? That £1 scratch card is sharing the love and sharing the wealth. So this board has a 8-pin connector for CPU. So I've got 2 4s to make 8, which is CPU. 6 and a 2 is GPU. So please don't plug them in wrong. So we'll get the 8-pin down here, and we'll get that plugged in there and shove it all the way home. I'm going to get my adapter for. I've done another one today, which is that's my CPU one, and I think my adapter is still through there. Right, I just need to pop to the other room because I've left my GPU adapter on the other one. There we go. Yeah, I've done another one today, which is having a hard drive and a PSU. His power supply has literally gone bang. But strangely enough, oh, no, I haven't got it on here. Strangely enough, his PSU went bang with a bang, and that made me blink. Guys, just make sure you refresh YouTube as well. I was watching Nano earlier, and he was having problems as well with delay. Not so much with frame drops because I'm not dropping any frames, but with YouTube just being behind. So just make sure you keep refreshing YouTube because it is, well, we all know it's a bit pants at the moment, isn't it? It keeps having a moment of madness. So let's get this plugged in to there. Let me just get my microscope back on the screen, which is actually this, and I'm going to plug this in all at the same time. Let's see if we can get this set up. That under there. Tape comes in useful for some things. Don't let me forget, I need to dig a Wi-Fi card out. So I said I'll put my Wi-Fi card in, because I think I've probably got one in the drawer. It's always a snug fit when you do this. That's that in. Located in nicely. Thinking about getting a bigger PC myself streaming. Currently having a mini Forum UM890 Pro, but it's a laptop CPU. It will. Wi-Fi card cooked. Wi-Fi card cooked. Yeah, I need a Wi-Fi card. A laptop will stream. I used to use it, well, not for streaming, but I used to use a laptop for many years doing all sorts, like data recovery and everything. So sorry about getting my head under here, gents. I'm just trying to find my HDMI hole, which is there. So you will probably be okay with a laptop CPU. You will struggle for encoding because it's not always got the. Chill and relax. Tipped £1. Thank you very much. Chill and relax. Is it really chill and relax? PayPal just comes. Wait there. I'm not going to spoil it, but PayPal has grassed you up. Thank you very much, Chill and Relax, for that. Thank you very, very, very much for the very kind £1 donation. Thank you very much, sir. Right. We've got on my connectors. I can't show you on that side. I cut the little tabs off. On the test supply, I cut the little pegs off, so they don't actually clip in, so you can just push them in and out a lot easier when I do this. So it just makes connecting stuff up like cards and whatnot, certainly if the board's in case as well, it just makes it a little easier to do. So we've got his CPU in, we've got his 3070 Ti, we've got 2 drives in there, and we've got his RAM in. So what we're going to do is give it a bench post just to see if it is working, and hopefully it doesn't go bang. Hopefully we'll be able to get it working, and that would be very, very, very nice. That was not me. It was you, Chill. Mick, it was you. It was definitely you, like the other one was James. I knew who it was, so thank you very much to that particular person in chat. Oh. But YouTube grassed you up on my phone. Not YouTube, PayPal. Ooh, PayPal did sneak the real member in. Became a member of the channel. Thank you very much, Russ Repairs, for becoming a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Maddie will, and it's towards a coffee. Thank you very, very, very much. Russ, have you got membership on your channel? I was looking at that. ET Console Mods, hello, welcome to you as well. Good evening. Happy Friday the 13th. I'm on the plug keyboard in. So again, sorry about putting the beautiful headspace in there. We're going to use my little test board. I've got one of these. Can't believe I wasn't a member yet. I thought you was last month. I think it's probably just auto-renewed. We're going to use one of these. This is just a little test board. You plug that into the header, and then it gives us the facility to do reset and power. So power. So we'll just plug that straight in. It saves you faffing around with a screwdriver or anything else. And it's just ideal for a little test board like that. We'll have to see by the next week. All right. Yeah, I think because it's now just coming to a month anniversary for a lot of people. If you're not cancelled, you've auto-renewed, I think. Is that a thing? But for some reason, I tried to put some memberships on some of the fellow streamers' channels.
Believe this.
And Rusty Russ has tipped £1. Thank you very, very much, Rusty Russ. I'm jelly, I can't get membership. I'm jealous I can't get membership. And it's come through as, Rusty Russ Repairs has tipped me on PayPal. Thank you very much, Rusty Russ Repairs, for that. Thank you very much. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, I tried to do it, and it's cancelled the membership I had to one of the channels, and it won't let me set another membership up. So I've had to change my debit card. Don't know why it's done that. But anyway. Right, well, so we are powering. Very well. Thanks, Russ. Thanks. Right, we're going to power this on with this button here. Hopefully we will, you can't really see, but I'll tell you now, you might see fan spin on here rather than anywhere else. And we'll see if we get a picture. If we get a picture, it'll be in bottom right hand corner. Then we'll go up to full screen. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Well, that were an anticlimax, wasn't it? Ah, there we go. It just took a second for it to come alive. It's alive, it's alive. We'll flip over to main screen. I'll take credit for that. Of course it was you, Russ. Of course it was you. Russ Repairs. Oh, come on, come on, give me a picture. Give me a picture. Give me a picture. Won't really get a picture unless I flip my little switch across. Come on, let's have a picture. Fans are speeding up. Got some nice airflow coming out of the cooler. We haven't got a post speaker in it, which stands for power on system test. I always thought it was pre-operating system test, but power on system test it stands for. I didn't know that. Look at this, I've been doing this 3 months and there was something I didn't know. We have a red light on the board though. Urgh. Can we see? We can see the red light. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's see what that red light is. Can we see the red light down here? And that is boot. Boot is red. Try Control Alt and Delete. Ooh, keyboard's not working. Reset button is working, so that's good. We had picture. Zola! Super sticker. Oh, thank you very much, Zola. I've never had anybody have a super sticker before. Post came on screen. Did it come on screen just then? I wonder why it was coming up with a boot error in red. I saw by. Oh, right. I missed that. Right, Right, we've now got red light again down here. Ah, we've got picture. There we go. We have picture. Advanced is it F7 on these? Yeah, F7. Probably needs a BIOS update, I would have thought. We've got our man in the US on hand, so we're good with that. Advanced. What's temperatures like? 30 degrees on CPU. Fuzzytronics, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I honestly didn't see the BIOS flick up before. I was too busy watching red lights on board, so thank you very much, guys, for that. Right, what I am going to do is quickly boot to a USB memory stick, you know, to one of the sticks, because I want to do a quick memory test. With this being used memory, I would rather do that. And do F11 for MSI. Yeah, just make sure you're on a live video, guys, because YouTube is lagging still. We'll stick this in a USB slot on the back. There we go. I'm just going to do a Control Alt and Delete, and then we'll see if we can boot for. Oh, I might be able to boot override on here now, if it recognises it. Probably won't. Nah, it didn't. Let's just do a Control Alt and Delete. Let's get. Gives you a boot menu. Aha, ha 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 ha. Well, we'll tap away at F11. So let's look at this blank screen. It takes a while for it to post, doesn't it? So we've got red light on the board for VGA. Now boot. There you go. I'm in boot menu, and we'll boot into here. I want to do a memory test, which I know is not the most exciting, but we will. We'll see where it goes. Back. Yeah, we'll install the key. Continue. Continue. Yes. Reboot. 5 min men test. I don't know whether I can waffle for 5 mins, but we'll give it a couple of minutes, and we'll see what I can get away with a bit of waffle and a bit of. I can't believe this. JFix. I love laptops. I've even got one in the toilet. Oh, dear. I can imagine he has. I can imagine he has. There we go. We'll just run this. Ooh. Windows is checking memory problems. This might take several minutes. Running test 1 of 2. 0% complete. Oh no, there we go. It is counted up. I can't really speed this up in any way, shape or form. So we'll put that in the bottom right hand corner. Waste of time mem test. That was JFix who just tipped £1. He loves laptops that much. Thank you very much, James, for that very, very kind tip of £1. I think he probably tipped that because, and I'll tell you why he's tipped that, because he loves laptops that much. He's probably sat on the toilet with his laptop texting that. Memtest from MS is, oh right, use 8 ISO from Ventoy. I have got Memtest on here anyway. I was just running that because of that. Should we exit that then? Yeah, I've got it. I did put it on me. I put it on my memory stick. You sent me it last week, I think it was, Arnold. Do we get to know who it is by the end of the stream? Well, Nick, I think everyone should have a guess who they think it might be. I only know because it came up with my watch with a PayPal notification. I think the easiest way is if everybody on chat donates £100 through PayPal to me, I'll tell everyone. But if not, it's going to be kept a secret. There we go. I'm only joking. It's £200. Yeah, 7 should be. Yeah, I will. I'll do that. I can tell you, it's not me. TFN, you've just let the ball out of the bag. Ball out of the bag. No, not the ball. You don't let a ball out of the bag. What do you let out of the bag? Tell me what you let out of the bag. Cat. That's it. I don't know why you keep a cat in a bag. That won't go in there. That's it. Oh, I can't get it in. Oh, well. I'm going to reach around here as well. Stick that one in that hole there.
I can't believe this.
Oh, I can't even see what that is because I've got my head bent. I'm trying to put this in upside down. Tom, thank you. He loves cars so much. He's tipped £1. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very, very much for your very kind donation. Right, we'll just give the quick reboot again. I'll get back into the... Thank you very much. Kat, you saw my surname in chat. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I was focused on that rather than this. So for the 30 people sat in chat who doesn't know, we're building this for a fellow streamer. He's asked me just to live stream it so he can snippety snip the video together for his channel and whatnot. And that's what we are doing. We'll give him a shot of the money shot. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's what the test bench system is looking like at the moment. So we've got a twin thermal take cooler. I sat on top of a Ryzen 7 5800X, 32 gigabyte of lovely RGB RAM, and we've got a 3070 Ti. Wow. And my test power supply. Just sat there. That's me. Okay, was that you, Andy? What's he done? What's Andy done? Is that the smell? He basically gave the FI. I just watched an interview with TV about first race. Oh, well, he's a bit controversial, isn't he? I haven't donated anything. I'm making dinner. Tom, you can't get out of it that easily. Fuzzytron, it's from the old Navy days when they used to whip sailors. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Ah, is that what it is when they used to get a cat out of the bag? Right, I know what a cat of nine tails is. I didn't know that was the same context. Used to keep it in a bag with salt. Ooh. No, it was me. Ah, it was Russ who was donating for everybody. It was Russy Russ. Check the email address. Well, to be honest, Tom, I know who it is. And Russ has just come clean. It's clearly Russ, isn't it? But my lips are... Couldn't talk. There we go. So let's get back to this. So we've not posted that time. I wonder why that's not posted this time. So let's just flick that off. Right. Let's get this back on. Top button is, yeah, I keep getting mixed up, John. I keep going for bottom button and then realising it's top button. Try again without that board. I had same one kebab. It's now coming up with red light. I've actually got a little I think I've got a power button one as well. I don't know if that's a power supply actually rather for this. Can't remember. We're now not getting a picture. Oh, the bloody screen's flicked over, hasn't it? Pull that out and then it can't flick over. Right, let's force it to do a boot again. We've got no OS on here, and we're going to try and get into F11 into MSI. As Arnold quite clearly told me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. F11, F11. My switch keeps switching over. Stick that in there. For some reason, I've got an HDMI switch, which is where the white cable goes, and it keeps flicking itself over to another. It's only two, and one's not even plugged in. I think FF has the what's FF? Am I missing that? Memory leak again. It's using 9 gigs of RAM, 45 CPU on its own. Firefox, is that what? 2 tabs open. Firefox. I'm not a lover of Firefox, I must say. I used it back years and years ago, but I ain't used it for a lot of years. I'm just not. I don't like the feel of it. And I know they all spy on us to different degrees. I just use Edge. Just use Edge. There you go. Let's use memtest. We'll just let memtest run for a few minutes, just see if it pulls up any errors. Here's a question: will it actually run both slots at the same time testing, or do I need to run it for 50% before it kicks onto the next slot? I don't really use memtest that often, so does it kind of just alternate when it's doing the test, or do I need to get to 50% to make sure it does actually do some on the other one? I think one of the worst popular browsers for me is Google Chrome. Just don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. The amount of resource hogs it gets. Yeah, Zen's good. Zen's good. And Wave browser, I'm not a lover of Wave either. And that Google Chromium is, well, sorry, there's one called Chromium, isn't there, which I know what Chrome and Edge are both built on. But yeah, I'm just not a lover of Google Chrome. I've got it on my system. But I predominantly, and it won't go down well with a lot of people, use Microsoft Edge because I just find it works. Right, got you. So it's actually testing both at the same time. So we'll leave this running. I know it's a bit of a boring screen, but we'll leave this running for a little bit just to make sure. Probably get to 10%. All right. Where's my time on there? 7 minutes. Is that? I'm looking. Oh yeah, 1 minute 38. So we will just leave that ticking in the background. I'm gonna grab his case and just unbox his case for him, because obviously this is now going to get disassembled. Disassemble number 5. This will get disassembled and then put in his case. So I might as well get his case ready. I think I saw one case where error showed up after 10 minutes. All right. I suppose the more you let it run, the greater the chance of an error, but it's how much that error is actually going to be prevalent in daily use, because you can sometimes get away with some errors, can't you? Because it's can it be debloated? You can debloat it, but I just find it works. And do you know what? They all track us, and they all filter as results, and they all do this and do that, but it's a compromise I'm willing to make for what I see as reliability, and I think that's where I prefer Edge. Is it just tends to work. The power supply that we are fitting in here for this guy, this customer, this streamer, is an RM850E. So I know it is upside down, but you can see it's an RM850E Corsair. I do like Corsair. Winhance. Waterfox is best Ultra for Firefox on YouTube. Oh, right. Never used Edge. Can it be debloated? Easy on install. Yeah, I've used that Winhance. I tend not to debloat my version, what I run on my PC, too much. I have a debloated, which is what we'll be installing here, a debloated Windows 11, which is what we're putting on here. So I will be doing that, but it's only debloated for certain things like it doesn't install Microsoft Fax or Microsoft Scan. So some things like that are taken out. Some of the reporting stuff is out as well. I think problem is you strip it down too much for general install for a lot of people, and they then ring me and go, oh, X, Y, and Z doesn't work, and it's like, oh, yeah, well, I'll have to put it back on for you or something like that. So whilst it makes things run a bit easier, I personally have to do a bit more of a broader thing for the customer base that I install it all to, and rather than doing something a bit more bespoke each single time, I have one with some things what I've removed and some things which you don't really need, like the original or 3D paint. I don't put that on either. I don't know if it's still a thing. I removed it. So let me grab the case. Careful not to show any just making sure there is a name and address on it, so I don't want to show that on stream. So we'll just peel that off. Here's an interesting one. The customer used to be a excuse me, a crane driver, but he used to be a ground crane driver as well. So he used to be one of these which would do a 40-meter mast, and he'd use a remote control. I found it really interesting. We're telling me about it. But one thing he says they're doing a remote sim crane thing, a bit like you'd get a remote sim driving rig. And what they're introducing are a sim rig for crane operators. So in their workroom, in their office, in their bedroom, in their conservatory, wherever they decide to do it so they can work from home, they'll have a crane console in front of them and screens, and literally they log into the crane remotely, which could be anywhere in the world, obviously, with 5G, Wi-Fi, whatever, and they do it all from the home. So literally you can be a crane operator working from home. And I know they've done it in other aspects, but I just said to myself, well, health and safety implications, well, we've got this and we've got that. But you just start thinking, and it's like I said, there was a film back in the 80s called Last Starfighter. And the premise of the film was, in this galaxy far, far away, which was under threat and didn't have enough people to fight its war, they made an arcade game and they put it on Earth. If you've not seen the film, it's a dated film, but it's, you know, you can still watch it. And they put this arcade machine on Earth, and this 15-year-old kid used to play it every day after school. Well, he got the high score, and when he got the high score, it transported him to this galaxy automatically, because it was actually a training game to train him how to fly this spaceship, and he ended up saving the film. It's typical 80s, things like that. But the premise of you play an arcade game to train for something like that is probably similar to what you do now, because there has been instances where sim racing drivers have gone on and raced in real cars. I think one of them's in one of very lower, touring car things, or whatever it is. But you look at this as well, 13, 15-year-old kids will be playing a crane simulator, and when they graduate from there, they suddenly can drive one of these sim rigs and remotely operate a big crane because they've probably learned how to do it. It's bizarre, isn't it? Game console recruiting, same as Stargate Universe. Never watched that one, Stargate. I know what it is. Never bought into that at all. It's a brilliant film. Gran Turismo. Yeah. Gran Turismo. That was another one, weren't it? I feel old. Yeah. Gran Turismo. Yeah, it's that was based on a real story as well, weren't it? Gran Turismo. Yeah. So it kind of blows you. I mean, obviously that's taking it a little bit further because you'll be playing a game and all they'll do is come and install a different simulation setup in front of you. You'll still be playing the same game. Games console. Is it a real thing then? Colin McRae Rowley. Remember that on old PS1. Wow, blocky graphics. Is game console recruiting a different thing? Ready Player One, yeah, puts cars in. Yeah. There was a thing when this Ukraine war broke out. That there was a couple of guys from England because they used to play Call of Duty or something like that on the computer. Went and signed up for the Ukrainian Federation Army or whatever it was, and we had to send troops in to rescue them because they realised it were nothing like the game and it were hard work for them or something, weren't it? But yeah, I mean, you think I was thinking of doing a gaming stream earlier, and this is where it kind of came from in my head, because I was watching Michael, Reflex. He started doing a couple of gaming streams, and I'm not a gamer. Sorry, I'm only waffling why this is doing the memory test, guys. I'm not a gamer at all, but I was thinking of doing PC Simulator, the PC repair shop simulator, as a gaming stream. I've never played it. I know it's on there. I haven't got a clue what it's like, and I just thought, because I have a gaming setup upstairs with a full driving rig and big OLED curved monitor and everything else, as I mentioned, thing. And I've got no cameras or anything up there. I've got no streaming thing up there, so I couldn't play it on there. So I was thinking I could do it on this machine and share my screen and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, did Joey do it as well? Right. And I thought I'd just give it a shot. So I don't know. It were in the pipeline in here. It were in the head. So guys, that looks like, I don't think there's any errors there. Error 0, pass 0. And that's run for over 10 minutes. So I think we should be good on that one. So we'll press escape and we will let that reboot into, I presume it just boots back up to my Redwood show if an error. Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like the RAM he's got is performing pretty much okay. Do you know, before I put it in the case, I am going to run Windows install and we'll bang this on. This is 6 minutes. It should be pretty speedy because I've got my fast memory stick in and it's on a USB 3 blue port, and this is the only thing, is actually the posting, which is fine. You can't really speed this up. A BIOS update might do it, but we'll get Windows installed, Windows 11 on, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I bought a Windows 11 key. I just need to dig it out. It's on one of my emails. So we will get this. We're putting this on the 1 terabyte disk, which is in the primary slot. The 2 terabytes in the other slot, and that's going to be bulk storage. Both of them M2 drives. I've not used these Predator drives before. I presume they are Gen 4 4x4. Oh, sorry, Gen 4 X4 M2s they are. I don't know what they're like, but they hopefully will perform okay. They are... Yeah, it doesn't really tell me much spec on it, but they look pretty. They look nice. There's 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. We're installing on the 1 terabyte. Nano Fix has sent them across. Oh wow, got a raid off Nano. Thank you, Zach. I did catch your stream earlier. Whoop, whoop, whoo. Welcome everybody from Nanos. Thank you very much for that, Zach. He was doing, when I was working earlier, he was on about some reballing some, oh, what do they call them? I can't remember what they call them. NAND flashes on a Switch, I think it was. When he was doing it, I was watching Joey's earlier as well. He was doing the manual reballing as well. Manual reball, guys. we are building a PC for a streamer. So thank you very much for that, Nano. If you have come across already, I don't know whether you have, but thank you very much for sending your followers across and your viewers. Welcome, welcome one and all. If you are the first time in, welcome, welcome, welcome. No problem, thank you. Oh, we've got a subscriber on there as well. Thank you, whoever that was subscribing. I can't stick my hand in the right way. There we go. Don't normally stream on a Friday evening, but this PC here, which you might just be able to see, which I will tell you, is being built for a streamer. He's asked me to build it. He's asked me to stream the build. He's going to snip it up, take it out, work the magic, post it on TikTok, post it on his YouTube channel. I think overall he's got about 90,000 followers. The guy who this is being built for. So welcome everybody. That's what we're doing. We're building this for him so he can do that. So thank you very much. I promise I'm not going to get excited, but my viewers, which is this section here. Oh! We're not saying a word. We're not saying a word. 66 followers. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Nano. Hope we had a good stream, actually, Zach. As I say, I did catch it and whatnot. So it is always nice when we share the love. Oh my God, 69! That's a big number. Well, if I've got this heart rate monitor like Andy, it would be through the through the roof at the moment. So, guys, we've got 69 people. We are just installing Windows on this. This is actually for a streamer. I'm building this for a fellow YouTuber and whatnot. So I do predominantly do PC-related stuff. I would just explain actually, Zach, that the guy who this is for, he's got a buying and selling channel. And he's offered me quite a few retro bits and bobs, original Game Boys, Game Boy Advance, game cartridges, some PSPs, some early consoles and things like that. So I am gonna start trying my hand with some retro things just on odd stream as well.
This.
No, tipped. Enjoy all my viewers. Thank you for the £1 tip, Zach. Very much appreciated. Yes, that was from Nano. Thank you very much, Nano, for that. Shh, don't tell people that. Zach, it were you. Shh, shh, shh. We've got a mystery tipper. We've got a mystery tipper. We've got a mystery tipper in chat, but we can't say who it is. I know who it is because I've got a watch on and it tells me. But we're having a we're having a guess. Sans is in. Told us how Nano is it. So we can't say who it is, but yeah, we've got a mixed. We've got a mystery tipper in chat. So this what Atom processor over there is Intel struggling with this Windows 10 update. That is still, it's at 81% that one now, guys. 81%. Right, let me unpack his case because this case just ain't gonna unpack itself, is it? And yeah, my dog can't even get in.
Tiny one.
Oh, I've got a small one. I've got a tiny one. If anybody's wondering what the commands are, if you put exclamation CMD, exclamation command CMD in chat, it will give you a whole list of commands in there. So yes. Friday the 13th today. I hope nobody's had any incidents with that. It's been horrendous weather in the UK. I've got my zip down now. That's never good. That's PCDD after dark, that, isn't it? If I've got my zip down. Oh, let's get this case de-boxed. I need a big orifice. Bigger. Stick this through here. So he's gone. Static. That's why we de-boxed it here. Everything came up roses for me. There we go. Thank you, Zola. And Chill. And Greg. A few of you have put it in. Thank you very much. I'll get bombarded now with my different commands on there. Ow. Right, let's... Polystyrene and electronics never goes down.
When the doctor said I didn't have worms anymore, that was the happiest day of my life.
Thank you, Ralph. Very graphic.
Okay, how was the PP take? Some commands are broken due to file. Oh, right. It does work on phones on the command. Oh, it should do. Should do. All of them should work, but some of them, like, oh no, are two words but one command. So I thought they should all, and so confused is 2 words and 1 command. So exclamation so confused would give you it, but it's got a space obviously between. I did them.
PCDD, you little shit.
Well, that's the most popular one. And we've obviously got lead farmer. I'm a lead farmer. I'm a lead farmer. And we've got one especially for me.
PCDD, you little shit.
And we have, where's that one? I like this one. This.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
I'm a lead farmer. Yours not working? Oh no. Yeah, I'm definitely an idiot.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
Oh, do our lead farmer's not working? Oh no. Command. Ah, I'll tell you why. Try it now, Arnold. It should now work.
Oh, you!
Let me just have a look at commands and...
I'm a lead farmer.
There we go. I think it only happens on the main screen. I think it only happens on main screen, that one. That's what it is. Oh God, I'm so far behind.
I can't believe this.
Michael, Reflex just tipped £1. Thank you. For his stream, I was here before you got ready. Sans, oh, I only saw you come through at that point.
I can't believe this.
No, Zach. Zach, thank you so much. That guys, that was actually Zach. That last one. Thank you very much, Zach, for that. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I never know what to say when people tip. It is such a humbling thing when people do it, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it. But thank you so much for that, Zach. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Yes, and thank you, Michael, for your £1 tip as well. I was going to say, please check out Zach, but I think everybody knows who he is. His VODs are absolutely brilliant. They're on par with James's as well for his information. He's deep diving into the subjects and his knowledge. I have learnt so much. I've probably learnt more watching Zach than I have watching Babe Station when I was 13-year-old. It's just been amazing, some of the stuff he covers and his knowledge. I remember him doing one where we were drawing things for electrical circuits, and I'm like, sat there thinking, this is way over my head. So I watched it 2 or 3 times, and do you know what? It was still over my head when I'd watched it 2 or 3 times, but he did explain it really well. But I love the tool ones he does, a bit like James's as well. It tends to go enough into depth for me without confusing me, because I'm not the sharpest tool in the box. But yeah, I do love his stuff, and his live stream is. I'm only speaking as it is, but he's so engaged on his live streams as well. And considering he's only been doing, I think he said he's celebrated his 1-year anniversary in January. Oh, we've been streaming a year or something like that. Just phenomenal, and it's a true testament how amazing he is because of the amount of viewership he's got. So yeah, it's really good. I mean, he's a terrible skateboarder, so we won't go into that, but there we go, that's a different story. Not that I can skateboard at all, I can't even stand up on 2 legs. When you get to 60-year-old, you fall over just walking downstairs, let alone trying to skateboard. I want to go to sleep, 3D printerist. Oh no! Well, TFN, what is it, about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, where you are? Repair share has a neat way of showing fix. I've not even heard of that one.
I can't believe this.
9, yeah. No, thank you very much for your £1. No, I'm the real. and the real Nano, and the real Nano. Will the real Nano please stand up? Please stand up. Will the real Nano please stand up? Please stand up. He's sharing the wealth. Thank you again for Nano for the £1. Very much appreciated there. Can't you see? People come for the tech and stay for the entertainment. This was supposed to be a quick 2-hour stream. Oh, let me just see if that's... Oh, we are installed. I'm just getting his case out. So we are installed. I'm just going to... 6 minutes. I think I've said that in the past. I'm just taking his packaging out of here because he's got no hard drives to install because they're both M2s on there. So we'll just sling that to one side. Our case is lightweight. Joseph! £2. Thank you so much, Joseph, for that. I think that was... I don't know whether that's the real Joseph. That didn't show, but thank you so much for the £2 on there. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Joseph's been a brilliant supporter on the channel. Thank you so much. Right, so we're just going to use Snappy very quickly to pull this up, and I'm going to change the display so we can see it. Display, scaling, where's scaling? 150% means I can read it because I cannot see, and we're going to do Diagnostics software and Diag and Snappy Dragon, which is there. Now, I think Arnold was saying this as well. He's having some issues with the latest update, and I am as well with this. If you don't know what Snappy Dragon is, it basically, you keep it on a memory stick.
I can't believe this.
Anonymous tipped £3. Whoever that Anonymous is, thank you very much. Is that Yorkshire Charm that brings them back? I don't know whether it is. Oh, thank you very much. I don't recognise the name on that one because it has come through on my thing, but thank you so much, Anonymous. I meant to put... Oh, Elby! There we go. I didn't recognise the name, but I should have recognised it from... Yeah, your Christian name. I only know you as Ellie B. Sorry, but thank you so much on that one. Thank you very much for that one. Much appreciated again. Thank you very much. Hope all 4 of you doing well, because I think you've got obviously your new arrival, which isn't into new arrival anymore, and a cat, and obviously your big grown-up one as well. So thank you very much for that. Hope you're all doing well. I meant to put my username. I always forget that as well when I do that. Yeah, sorry, Snappy Driver. Let me just go into Microsoft. Me screen. What Snappy Driver is, you download it. It's a big download initially, about 40 gigabytes, I think. But it's got drivers on all sorts, right back to even old Windows XP machines. You pop the USB in your computer, select all, install, and then it'll just go, as you can see on it, it's installing the graphics driver at the moment. That's why the screen's going
on. This.
There, I have corrected it now. Anonymous again. Has that come up on there? There we go. Yeah, Snappy Drive, as you can see, is installing the drivers from there. Thank you, Anonymous. On there. So it will install things like Wi-Fi and chipsets and things like that, even if you're not connected to the internet, which I'm not at the moment. So it's ideal for doing quick things like this. Plus, it's quicker doing installs via USB. Certainly if you've got a decent USB like I have. My USBs are quite expensive, about £170 each. So they're quite fast and speedy as well. Yeah, it wasn't here. No, it wasn't Nano. It's the same one who's been, it's the same one. It's the mystery. There used to be a Phantom thing on a comedy show in the UK called the Phantom Raspberry Blower. And I can't remember what it was on, but we've got a Phantom Tipper on here. A Phantom Tipper. I do know who it is because obviously it comes up on my notifications on my side for that, but yeah, chat's not guessed it yet. Rusty Russ has actually declared it's him. I think Rusty Russ has been saying that. Right, so this now should reboot. We should get a picture in the... Where's my finger gone? It's attached to my hand. Bottom right hand corner. I'm only going to install those just so I've got basic drivers installed. Then we're going to disassemble, bang it in the case and get it done. I think it's James thinks it's Andy. Oh no, well Russ thinks it's him. Russ has actually declared it's him. Yeah, I have it on USB. It just take a bit of memories to base up. So yeah. Yeah, so going back to the retro bits, what I was saying earlier, this stream who I'm building this for, does get the Game Boys, old Game Boys, Game Boy Advance, stuff like that, PSPs, early retro consoles and things like that. So what he has said is, if we can repair them on stream, we can start giving them away to the subscribers as well. So that'll be a nice thing to give back to the community as well. We can do it on a poll, on a raffle. I gave away, it's still set up there actually, the motherboard that JDT Joey kindly donated to me. What we managed to do, the person has actually emailed me now, so I need to get it posted to him. But we gave that away on stream as well to that. So it'll be really nice to give things back really to the thing. Russ giving away all his £1. He's raided Kids Money Box as well, James. That's what he's done. Has James got a new car? Oh, I've seen James's car, what he's got currently. I'm so poor now. Yeah, good thing about it, Zola, just going back to Snappy Dragon, once you've installed it, it will do self-updates as long as you connect it to internet when you run it. And it'll only update the missing drivers for what you're missing. So if new drivers come out, it will keep itself updated. But I'll tell you now, because it's pulling them from different repositories around the web, the update is quite slow. So it doesn't always update as quick as the original download. That's the only negative I have about it. But what I tend to do is, once every couple of weeks, I just plug them into my main PC whilst I'm working, run it and just leave it in the background, letting it do its updates, self-updating.
PCDD, you little shit.
Sparta, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Russie Russ and Sparta. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, James. Electric cars are the way forward. Are the way forward. Sparta, happy birthday, Sparta. Apparently he's 21 today, Sparta. So guys, it says, oh, why do they do this? They've hidden. Why do they do this? They've hidden the clasp. They need to come up with a better idea. I know they have on some motherboards where you can get to the actual release thing. But most motherboards, you've got to use some type of pointy device right above the motherboard to get the graphics card out. It's absolutely crazy. In today's world, they should have come up with a better solution than that today. Get my big screwdriver out. Oh. I know this looks barbaric, but I use this because it's really wide and it's got less chance of slippage. Slippage, is that a word? Have I just made that up? There you go. Right, that's the 3070 Ti. Where are we on the laptop? Laptop is still at 81%. That'll still be going on Tuesday. Hope the customer don't want it back before that. I'll still be doing the update.
I can't believe this.
Andy's just tipped me £1. Thank you very much, Andy. Much appreciated. It's there we go. We've got Andy tipping £1 now. Thank you, Andy. I wonder who the mystery tipper is. Me! Well, there we go. It's Russ who's tipping everybody. So everybody, thank Russ for all the tips. His generosity on there. And also, please thank Andy for his £1 tip. It wasn't you, that one, wasn't it? Oh, right. So if it wasn't Andy, who was it? We've still got the mystery tipper. The mystery random tipper. If I had to hazard a guess, I say it's James as well. I would say it's James. We know how good James is with the community, and I think it's James as well. But it could be somebody sat in the background who's lurking. You know, not everybody on chat talks. That's the thing to remember. Have you, James? That is so funny. I think this is my first PCDD streaming. Well, it is, Spardy. Yeah. I think the last one me and you did was a MacBook or MacBook Pro board. Probably.
Who's a good girl? Who's that?
Andy, thank you very much for your membership on that one. James gifted gift for the tipper. Oh, he's gifted one to the tipper. Yeah, I think Sparta. I think the MacBook one was probably the last one, which was late last year. So yeah, someone on local Facebook has listed a Citroen AMI electric moped. License required. Can see Fix bobbing around on that. Wow. WFix. What? Exclamation Maddie. I don't know if Maddie's working. Is that not working? I think some of them don't work on this main screen. Thanks, James. Lucky day. Now, welcome to the clan. You can have your membership videos now, Andy. Now you're joined my my exclusive members only videos, which is different to my OnlyFans page. So please don't think it's the OnlyFans videos you're getting access to. That's premium content completely. But to be honest, nobody really wants to see them anymore. There's you need to save all your money and your tips for therapy if you watch that, because some things you can't unsee. Definitely can't unsee some things. Right, the next stage in here, we will put that to one side and we will get the case out. Beautiful case. This is the Corsair. My camera doesn't zoom out any more than that, so we are stuck with that. It's a full modular case, this power supply, sorry. So the good thing about this is you don't have to fit the actual power supply, so you can keep the weight down in the case until we're nearly done. So we've got an 8-pin CPU, so we need one of those. We have 2 8s on PCIe, which is not that one, not that one. We don't need any SATA cables, we don't need that. PCIe cable there, and we've got an ATX one. We are missing a PCI cable. That's never good. So we've got a main power cable. We've got a PCIe, which is our 6 and 2 for the GPU, and we've got a CPU, which is 2 4s. We have not got. Oh, that's really annoying. Ah, we have. What? We have. It's just on sense connector, so we have got 2. That's good. Yeah. So if this wasn't a modular power supply, so what a modular power supply means is you either get full connected, semi-modular, or modular. So full modular like this, you actually plug the cables into what you need rather than having spare cables. You can just plug in and out what you do need. And the beauty about this is, if it was any other type of power supply with cables on, I would probably have to fit this in the case first and certainly feed the CPU wire through so I could then plug the board in, which just adds weight to it as I'm moving everything around. You don't need to do that with a full modular supply like this. These are nice supplies. I think these either come with an 8 or 10-year warranty as well from Corsair, and I have known customers claim back on that. So yeah, definitely well worth the money. I do really like Corsair. If I fit a power supply for a customer, it is always a Corsair supply. I know they're not the cheapest, but I think you pay for what you get, and people often overlook the importance of a good power supply, from the power stabilization to the response time from when it's demanding current on your components to what it can produce, and just the protection that they do offer for overvolt, overcurrent and temperature and everything else what Corsair offer. I just find they built really, really well, and you can usually tell a good supply because it's a bit weighty. So yeah, we'll put that to one side and we will make a start on some of these cables. So we're going to fit the CPU cable first, and we can fit this directly to the board. We're just going to put that there. I'm going to offer the board up and we'll try and get this in the right orientation to see what it is. There's no header with this, fan header. Put my glasses back on, because without those I will not see a darn thing. Can't see a thing without those. I can't see chat whilst I'm stood up either, so please don't think I'm ignoring you. No. We had Uncle Sorin pop in chat the other day as well. There was only, I think I'd just gone live, and he was the first person in chat, and he stayed a while helping me out with a all-in-one. I think at the time I had about 4 people in chat, so I was just grateful to have anybody in chat. But it was Uncle Sorin. He did pop in, and we had a chat. I sang him happy birthday. Actually, it was Monday. It was his birthday at the weekend, so I caught him on his live stream, and he then popped into my chat, and I sang him happy birthday. Seems like a popular time of year for all the cool kids to have birthdays. So the only thing I was offering up there is just looking at the pins to make sure they all align to the holes, and they do. So we'll just pop this back out. I tend to rabbit really fast, so I'm going to try and slow down. So, okay, I can't remember who told me that I speak a little bit fast. I don't know. Let me just slow it down. So we'll plug that one in, and this is the beauty about a modular supply. You can do majority of this now out of the camera shot, so nobody can see what I'm doing. But you can do it majority of this without any fuss, really. I wouldn't normally do this on the desk. I would do this on my big table through there, but because, as I say, this streamer wanted me to stream it for him so he could build it, I have no issues with that. Just makes it a little bit tighter to do it all on camera. It is a nice case, this to build, and I've built it in this one quite a few times actually. It seems a popular case to actually assemble for people to buy. So it fits really nicely. We'll grab the screw pack out. You get multiple screws with this. These are the case screws, which are the board screws, and they're the ones we're going to use. Fan screws at this side, board screws, and don't know what they're for, countersunk screws. Must be for something on the case, I would have thought. Maybe the drive bays or something like that. Not really sure. Yeah, it looks like it is. It's a nice tidy case to build in. So yeah, not too shabby at all. So I just put a couple in just to hold it. I don't tighten them all down. The important thing when you're doing these is not to cross thread them. The amount I see, because obviously I work on repairing computers, the amount you come to and one of them's been cross threaded and you think, oh no, and you try and take it out and it just unscrews the peg at the same time, and you just think, why did you do that? Yep, that's biting. And the back there, and I'll just give it a wiggle once I've done this, just to kind of make sure it is seated properly. Please don't take this as the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it. It's just the way I do it. Like all of us streamers, we all have different habits, what we fall into. The hardest one by far is trying to get your hand into such a tiny little space. We've got some illumination on the old Nation. There we go. So all the screws are actually located in the holes, and I just like to give it a wiggle just to make sure it's going to now. Uncle Sorin tipped to a proper pizza, calibrated pizza. Thank you, Uncle Sorin. Thank you, Uncle Sorin, for my my tip. Looking to build a desktop. Sorry, I'll have a quick read of this. How much for the parts approximately? On this one, I think the streamer said he spent about £1,500. Bear in mind the GPU is used at that, because I would imagine a 3070 Ti, which would be a 5070 Ti today, is about £800. I fitted one into a system yesterday, or the day before when I did my live streaming, if you remember, which got collected, you know, the water-cooled one. There was some brilliant clips on that. If you didn't see that, it's on my last live stream. It was a fully double radiator. There was a triple and a double radiator in there with a water reservoir, and it was a liquid cooled GPU 3090 and a liquid cooled CPU. basically took it all out, and it ended up. It turned out he'd just done it in time because the GPU was leaking. And we put an air cooler into it, cleaned all the board, and that's all been picked up today. But yeah, it changed his GPU because the 3090 was a water cooled GPU, and obviously he wanted rid of the water cooling, so we had to change it because we didn't have the heatsink or anything for it. So he's going to be selling that. And we'll look at prices. What the member of chat was saying earlier, £950 for a 3090. At the moment, he's obviously going to get his money back. But the 5070 outperformed it, according to CPU, well, not CPU benchmarking, whatever that benchmarking thing is. It did outperform it. Right, I'm going to stick this fan cable down this side just to try and keep the. Because again, there's no rocket science with this. It's just a case of trying to make things look neat and nice and pretty. It's aesthetics now rather than function. Is it what they call form over function or something like that? I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go. So we should have, because I'm going to be putting a couple of case. We have got one fan in the front, so we're going to put another fan at the front here in the case, which you can't quite see at the moment. So the idea with cooling is to keep a nice airflow, and I often describe it as thinking of air like water. So you've got air coming in at the front here. It's going to hit the radiator there, which is obviously going to be sucked and through here to keep the airflow coming through the second radiator, picks all the remaining heat up out of this one here, and then into the exhaust fan here and out the back of the case. So we're not going to spill any heat from here out. If you have too much air turbulence coming in here, you can end up with a dead zone and turbulent air, so you mess the flow up. So it's not actually getting enough air because you've got too fast of air coming in. And certainly if you start putting top fans in and things like this can alter it as well. So too many fans can hinder the cooling. You need to be able to bring cool air in, get to where it's going, and expel it as it exchanges cold for hot and go out the back of the case. The GPU, which is obviously going to sit here, and don't let me forget a Wi-Fi card. A Wi-Fi card is going to have its own fan down here, again, to try and give it some cool air here. The power supply has a base entry fan, which doesn't ever come into contact with any air in the case, and it goes straight through from here, through this supply and out the back. So your power supply really doesn't affect the heat at all. So that's really, really good. Is the PC for gaming or streaming, editing on? I think it's a mixture of a lot of different things. This is his wife's PC that I'm building, and she's going to be doing editing and things like that. He's then going to want me to do him a bit more of a beefier system, because he wants me to go down and help him put different cameras and whatnot up as well for the streaming, to do that. T480 is not a bad platform, in fairness, Zola. It's a decent machine, that. I think I've worked on a couple of those, aren't they? ThinkPad one. Oh yeah, ThinkPad. James has just put it there. Didn't you have some of those, James, to repair some of the ThinkPads? Yeah, RAM and storage are pricey. I've had to buy some more hard drives today, and they've doubled in price, the hard drives I'm buying in the last 2 months. It's stupid. I used to love ThinkPads. I bought an X1 Carbon Gen 11 a few weeks ago and got scammed. Oh no! What was wrong with it, Tom? Is that the new Intel card, which does 1080 video encoding? Have you seen the LTX AI video editing software? It requires GPU 32 gig of RAM. Oh my gosh. If you can afford a GPU with 32 gig of RAM, you can afford your own editor. Right, let me see if I've got a Wi-Fi card. I'm sure I have a Wi-Fi card. I have a Wi-Fi card. I don't know how new it is. I have 2 Wi-Fi cards. I have 3 Wi-Fi cards. I have 4 Wi-Fi cards. I won't even dream of putting that one in. So let's have a look, see which one's probably best. Put that away. I've got two exactly the same, one beefier one. So guys, we have a choice of a dual band 3x3 PC. Right, this is an 80211 AC. And these two are identical. These are, ooh, I don't know the difference. Might just need to do a quick search. Let me just do a quick Google search on this. Press that one. Woohoo, that's me. Let's just do that and let's do Google. So we are gonna just do a AWP 1200E. Right, they are, oh, they're still, you can still buy them. And let me just search for the other one, just so we've got a comparison. See what this one is. I think I know which one I'm going to go for. Out of the two, this is a PCE AC68. PCE-AC68. Oh, overclockers. Oh, trusted reviews. Trusted reviews. Just got to love that, aren't you? Which means, nah, it's not that one. It's a load of cack. Right, so the two we are looking at are that one or right, that's one of them, which is a 802 AC compatible card. So it is an older card now, as we can see 3 years ago. Wi-Fi 5, these are free. I'm giving him this. I'm not charging him for this. It's completely free. So it's 1300 megabits transfer rate, and it does 3 frequencies in the 5 gigahertz band. So it's the 5th gen. Or we've got this one. Right, it's an AC card, same bandings, and I would imagine other one's better, because that's 867 on the 8C band, and this one is 1300. So it looks like we're going to be fitting that one there. Yeah, might just need to rob the antennas off the other two. Would we agree that's probably a better one? So we're going to be fitting him that one, rather than that one. So we'll just borrow the antennas. We'll give it a quick clean because it is a bit dirty and dusty. Oh. Brush. Better than factory. Look at that. It's like new. Nobody ever think it's 3 years old. There we go. Oh, I mended my, I did manage to mend my blower the other day as well, with the help of, I think Arnold helped me get it all back up and running. Now I'm just going to give this a blow off. 1 second, guys, it will be noisy. These little air blowers, if that's the new version, the Wolf box, but I prefer the old version. It's so much more powerful. You can take the nozzle off as well. You get different nozzles with it. The old one is about 30% more powerful than the new one, but they are absolutely phenomenal. If anybody's doing this type of repairs and they need a recommendation, I would highly recommend even the new version, which is less powerful. Probably one of the best blowers that I've used. Certainly works out cheaper than compressed air in the thing. But yeah, managed to get my my other one fixed, and all it ended up being was dirt around the contacts inside. It was just causing an issue. I mainly use Nooks. Was it a diet? Wasn't Andy. It was on on the, well, I don't know whether it was this or not, but on the back of on the board, the internal board, which is only tiny, obviously, it was just all gunked up with dirt and fluff and debris, because obviously it's circulating dust. So I think Arnold said it had got maybe a slow short. So I think it was just probably shorting itself out. So I give it a good clean with some IPA and some contact cleaner, and it just started working. So all I did, I used some of the clear UV resin over the back of the port. One, to give it some strength, but two, just to stop any dirt and debris getting into there. So overall, it were a result, because I'm thinking, they are about 80 to 100 quid depending what you buy. So I really didn't want to fork out for another, because I know full well that they're not as good as the old one, and I was willing to actually sacrifice the new one I bought, because I never use it, to repair the old one. I even started looking around the local places, streets and whatnot, to see if I could find a rechargeable vape, in case I needed a new charging board or something for it. Yeah, that's that's what it was. The pins had dirt, humid short. That was it, humid short, not a slow short. I got the words wrong. That's it, Arnold. So yeah. Bad news, Tom does have multiple USB ports. My E14 Gen 2 is i7 11th Gen. Taking some of these whatchamacallits out. See where this card's going to. I think it might be, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, so I've took 3 out, but I can always put them back in. Right, this card is very clean, so it doesn't need any type of clean. I wouldn't take the card to pieces anyway, but all the vents and things like that, it looks like it's had a good clean anyway. There's no fluff or debris in it, so we're just going to offer this up to see where it goes. I'm not going to fit it just yet, because if you fit it now, you can't get into all the cables. So we're not going to make that rookie mistake, are we? So we've got the board in, and I know roughly where that goes now, so they're in and out. So we're going to put the rest of the cables in. Oh, it's going to be a bad shot. I can't always see chat now, so we'll bang you on that one and pop you on that one. So this is about the best you're going to get. I look beautiful on this shot because you can't see my face. How amazing is that? This was supposed to be finishing at 8 o'clock, this stream. And I hadn't had tea yet. I didn't eat tea the other night until 9:30. Woe is me. All right, USB-C, USB 3. God, I despise it when it goes down that side. Such a bad design when they put them down this side. So we'll stick that one through there. We've got a case fan which we will stick through here. We've got our front panel connectors which need to come down and through there. So it's not an easy way for me to show you this, so you're just going to have to trust that I'm getting them in the right holes. If I don't get it in the right holes, it goes bang. So we know whether I've done it right, because it works. If I don't do it right, well, I shouldn't really be saying that, because the the owner will be watching this video back, because he's going to make his own YouTube video from here. He's going to post it on his socials and his bits and bobs from here. But I think he does trust that I know what I'm doing. And them two in the right way, otherwise the LED will not illuminate. That's that done. Tuck that down there, get this USB. I really do not like the USB connectors there, USB 3 connectors, this far side of the case. You know when they come on bottom side of the case, because what it does mean is, A, you've got to put a kink in the cable, B, it's really close to the side, so it causes a bit of stress on the plug, because it pushes it away if you want the cable in to look nice. It's just not, if you look down here, it's just not pretty when you do it. They're a lot better when they're along the when they're along this side. When they're here, which is where USB-C one is, when they're here, they're easier to do, or if they're horizontal, they're easier to do. But when they're here, they just look a bit, because it's putting pressure against there, and there's no way you can really make it look nice and stress-free. It's just not very good. I know you can get right angle things, but manufacturers really should start giving them in the box if they're going to do that, and they haven't. Two USB-Cs. Oh, both USBs were smashed off the board. Common issue, apparently. Ooh, that's not good. Can you put them back on, though? I still use your Yoga 2 Pro. Great machine. Yeah, Yogas were. Some of the Yogas were very, very good. You may think bad solder. Lenovo probably thinks great solder. Yeah, it's great solder. It holds on until it gets out of the factory. Right, we'll stick the audio cable through the hole down here. Can I get it in? Said that before. There we go. Got it in. Did you notice? Probably not. That's usually the response. Right. So let's get the wiring for the other bits in the case. So we're going to put the main board supply in now. Again, with this being a modular supply, it makes it a lot easier. It's got nice combs on here as well, but only one. I like to pre-bend these, so if you bend these in orientation that you go in, just to give it a little bit of ease. Don't bend it too much, but just a nice relaxed curve in it, if I can get the angle to show. And it just makes it a bit easier to get in down here when we do start doing this. So feed that through there. And because we've pre-bent it, the cable's in the right orientation. Why I like doing that is if you plug it in before, and then start moving the cables. These are really nice soft cables in fairness. But if you do that and then start moving the cable down, you can stress that plug to some degree. But these plugs tend to be a bit tight. So just make sure it is in. And again, just put your fingers under the board as you're squeezing it down, because what you don't want to do is just put a shed load of pressure on the board and damage it between the screws, because you've got screws here. And if you put too much pressure on, there is a possibility you could damage things on there. You silly Englishman, we sell you a new laptop. What's that for? So we've got main power, we've got 12 volt for CPU sat down there. Oh, the old wear and tear excuse noise. Yeah. And we've got 2 for the GPU, which we'll be plugging in a second. Once we've got the GPU in, we'll have a look, see which way we're going to put the cables. I quite like taking the GPU this way, and you really can't see. But the nice thing about this is there's big wide holes here, and I like putting a cable tie through, and this is benefit of not having a power supply in as yet. You can put a cable tie through to cable tie the GPU cable into, to make the angle look neat and nice as well. It looks a bit like an arm if you can get it right, rather than a cable. So it makes it look a little bit neater, but ultimately we can only do what we can do with regarding cable management. Some cases lend themselves better to it, some cases don't. All right, I'm going to put this Wi-Fi card as far away from the GPU as I can, just to give it maximum breathability, and I'm going to aim for, can't go in that slot there, so I have to go in that slot there. The reason why I can't go in that slot is because I might get away with audio cable. Let's just dry fit it. Get that bracket out. Won't make much difference to airflow, but every little bit will help. There's a nice heatsink on it. You'd be surprised how much heat a Wi-Fi card needs to do it. Certainly if it's a multi-band one and you're working it hard and you're streaming a lot. Oh, there we go. It's actually gone over, so that's good. Again, this is why we would fit these things before putting the graphics card in. It just makes it so much easier to get in. Speaking from experience, that is. Tighten that down. We now have a Wi-Fi card down there. There is a gap down here as well for the air to move, and we're obviously going to put a case fan to kind of move some heat, some air down there. I'm going to put there's a fan in what we've been moving down to here, probably, if we can. That'll probably we'll probably put 2 more in, one there, and hopefully we'll get nice steady airflow coming through. We have got a pack of 3 fans, but we don't need all 3, and they're the same ones as what are fitted, so there's no point taking that one out because it's exactly the same as what we're putting in. So we'll just make life a little bit easier. So Wi-Fi card is in. It's not a powered Wi-Fi card, which surprised me. Sometimes they are powered when they're like that. So we'll get the GPU graphics processing unit, or GFX card as they used to be called. I want to try and get this in slot straight away and first time, because it's going to be a pain in the bum to get out if we don't. As we all know, it's all too easy to put it in the wrong slot. So we're in, yeah we are, on the home straight now. Remember, we've got Windows installed, so it is just a case now we're connecting the power up, doing a little bit of cable management, and because we haven't got an abundance of RGB fans like we did the other day in that white one, which I was telling you about earlier, the the white case, the water cooled one, this should make it a lot easier. And anybody who didn't tune in for that, it had the issue where I've described on stream a couple of times with the DisplayPort and HDMI ports fouling on the case, stopping the plugs going in. So that case had that issue. So I did have to move it across the best you can, but obviously you can't move it across too much. And if you don't know what I'm on about, is I came under a lot of criticism because when I've put the card in, and I've done this a few times on build, and I've done it for a long time, because I have noticed, and I will explain to you, obviously you've got a little bit of movement on the card, probably only about 2 millimeters, where it'll just move slightly, and it's not putting stress on the slot underneath, so please don't think it is. But some cards, because the tolerances cases to cards and everything else, when you put them in and together, the slots here get fouled on the case. So the problem what you have is when you put an HDMI plug in, for example, the HDMI plastic, the actual plug, see the display port, now I'm just pulling it across, is actually beneath the upright of the case. So you put the thing in and it hits this, does the actual shoulder of the plug, and you can't actually get enough of the metal plug in the hole to give you a picture. And I have had that before where people go, oh, my graphics card broke, I built my computer. So what I normally do, I normally just push it across. I'm only moving it a millimeter or so. His was actually the bottom ones because it was running out, was the case. Again, this is just manufacturing tolerance. This is a nice case, this, and obviously brand new. The other one was a used case. So I often just put a little bit of pressure on towards the bottom of the case, that direction, then screw it into place. And as you can see, they're nicely all aligned. But this case isn't as much of an issue like they have been in the past. It's your results might vary, let's put it like that. But I just put a little bit of pressure on it as I'm screwing in, because when you do tighten the screws, they do like to move as well. And it's not putting any stress on it. I will recommend that the customer gets an arm. I don't think I have one. I will have a look, but I don't think I've got a little Lego arm. No, I haven't. So let me have a look in my box of delights. If I've got one, I will put one in for him. And is that one there? No, that's a pen. Stylus. I haven't got an arm. I recommend he buys one and just fits it. Because there is a bit of weight in these 3070s, with this being the triple as well. There's quite a lot of metal in there as a heat soak, so we don't want it sagging too much like that. So just a simple upright arm, magnetic one, sat in that position, something similar to that. We'll give it some more benefit more than anything else. So I'll recommend he buys one of them off Amazon, and then at least it's good. So we've got his Wi-Fi card in, we've got his GPU in, we're going to put the cabling in next. So this is 2 8s this is taking, so the connector's up here. Need to make a brand of HDMI goes a little deeper. They need to do, in fairness, they need to do something. There's obviously design specs. I don't know where I put my HDMI cable. There's design specs for cables, but it's the shoulder which causes the issue on it. Not all of them have the correct depth there, or some piece of metal there. It's quite a long one, this, but some have got shorter depth, or the shoulder's just mass market manufacturing, isn't it? This is quite an expensive cable. This is an 8K cable, this, believe it or not. Even though I don't even think HDMI can transmit 8K, but it's rated at 8K. I think it's 8K. Yeah, 8K. I got it with my 240 Hertz gaming monitor. So So it better be a bloody HK one. But anyway, I never failed with this one, but some just design tolerance, and they do catch on that. So hopefully, you know, people never ever done that. On the other one, I shaved the, I cut the plastic off just with a craft knife, X-Acto knife, and did it. That's how I did that. The chips on the new laps. Oh yeah, I did it. I don't like graphics card risers. I'm not a lover of those. I've changed several when they've failed. So yeah, I'm not a lover of those either. The GPU risers. So right, so we've got here the connectors. Here are 2/8. So with it being a modular power supply, you've got to make sure you pick the right cables out, which are the PCIe ones. So the part which goes in the GPU side is obviously the 6 and the 2 for GPU. So we'll plug the first set in there, and these are really nice flexible cables. We'll support the graphics cards with pushing that home, and just make sure that is really nicely home. And we'll get the little comb, so it'll give us a little bit of thing. So what I was trying to say earlier with this, if we can get this positioned correctly, because there's another cable going to go in. Yeah, riser cables can be hit and miss. Cables and boards, because it obviously goes into a board. If we can get this positioned nicely, we can get both of them done there. We can actually cable tie that onto here and then feed it straight down, straight under where the cable ties are. So when you're looking through the glass panel, you're looking down, you're looking at something semi-neat. It's never going to be brilliant, going straight across, and then the cables will follow the same eye line down through the hole, just to make it look a bit neater. And then it does look like a bit of an arm rather than anything else. But again, I can make it look as neat as I possibly can rather than anything else. Now you might be wondering why I didn't use this cable. This is rated at the correct wattage. I prefer, and on this one we might be okay actually. Actually, we're okay on this one. I'm going to change that for that one. Reason why I wouldn't normally use that, and I didn't look at the end before I did it, is that you can sometimes get a single cable, and at the end it then splits into one of these, where there's two basically, that's joined there. Out of preference, I would always, yeah, 2-gang ones, I would always use 2 cables rather than 1 cable with 2 adapters on, if I had the choice, mainly to just balance the load across the cabling, because some GPUs can take an awful lot of current. Oh, get that out. But these high current ones are split, so you've literally got a 50-50 split down there, so we can just use 1 cable. So we are good on that one. Arkanoid, hello. I was looking to see if you were streaming later. Yeah, I weren't going to stream at all, in fairness to Arkanoid, but I'll give you a rundown of what this is. This is a streamer who has asked me to build him a PC. It's actually his wife's PC, this one. So he dropped stuff off yesterday, and he's popped in today just to pick a Mac up because she needed to do some work. And I said, oh, I'll be streaming, I'll be building yours. Well, I just started building it actually about 10 minutes before he arrived. And he said, oh, are you streaming it? Because what I'll do, I'll take clips out of the video and I'll post it on my socials and my thing. And he's got, you know, tens of thousands of followers, you know, on all platforms. So I said, well, I weren't. I said, but I'll stream it for you if you want. I'll build it on stream, because I'm sure people would like to see it as well. I build it on stream. You can do what you want with the video, and you know, we'll all have a good time. So hence why we are building his PC on stream. So yeah. So as we can see, we've now got these coming along. I am going to put a couple of cable ties in these now, just to see if we can hold it together. So we'll put that there, and then we'll cable tie it here, and then we'll cable tie a bit further down to give it some rigidity, so when I'm shoving it through the thing. Yes, I've always got it wrong. Never get it wrong. I always get a second opinion. Did you finish that other build? Okay. Yeah, I did. The white one are you referring to? Yeah, I finished it fine, in fairness. I sent the customer the pictures, who were absolutely over the moon with it, and it did look really nice. I've posted I posted him some pictures, and he was really, really impressed with it. And in fairness, right at the end, I know I was rushing to get finished because it was the 12-hour stream on Wednesday. Actually, I did that one. This is my third stream this week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Managed to get all that done, and it did look really nice. I'm not a lover of RGB, but it did look nice. And it's been collected today as that. He's picked it up. I've not heard anything back. I think he was out. It was his dad what picked it up. He was out today, not in the area, so his dad picked it up for him. So from the discussion I had, he was very keen to get back on it, and it was a nice machine. I think with the spec it was, and how good quality all the stuff was, because it wasn't a cheap machine, and obviously how expertly it had been assembled. Hey, because we can't forget that. Because it doesn't make any difference how good your quality your stuff is if it's thrown together, as we've showed on channel numerous times when we've worked on builds which have been built by other people. It's still poor quality craftsmanship, which negates any quality parts. But yeah, I think that'll really do him a good job, and he'll get many years of use out of it before he needs to move on to something bigger and brighter and better and bolder. But yeah, it was a nice PC. Ariane, evening. Ariane. Good evening from a breezy Penzance and Cornwall. Sorry I'm late. Modding duty, I'm afraid. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. It is windy. It's going to get worse for the UK as well this weekend. Going to get worse. Right, I'm just going to stand this up so you're not going to get the best view. But we'll try and give you something to look at and not just my head. I'm going to put this down here. And again, what I'm going to try and do is make this look a bit like an arm. So we'll try and an arm as in a support arm, not an arm as in a human arm, because that would just be silly. So I'll see if we can get a cable tie back and forth through here. So if we aim for maybe that one down there. One cable tie in. We'll just get this nipped up and then I'll turn it around and I'll show you what I am trying to achieve with this. And again, with cable management, if you want to call it that, it's just kind of making best of a bad situation, really. I think most people will agree if they've done this. You can never make it look totally beautiful. You can just try and make it look as pleasant as possible. And I'm sure people will go, no, it's not nice, or it is nice, but I usually find, and I know it's crazy, the more cable ties you put on, the prettier it looks, because it just kind of brings a little order to chaos, rather than anything else. But I have done this type of thing here a couple of times now. So if we put that there, not tying it up all the way, I don't like to have too much bend on these cables here, because they can be problematic. So we'll tighten that down and just release that a little bit. So we've got nice flex there, and we'll just tighten this one down as well down here. So these are just holding the cables in where it is. Snap that off and snip that off.
I can't believe this.
I'm a mod for 60 plus YouTube channels. Wow, 60! Thank you very much for the £1 tip. Thank you very, very much. Bye, Nick. Oh, Nick, sorry, I didn't see you going, Nick. Sorry, Nick. I'm off to bed. See you soon. Yes, sorry, Nick, didn't see you. See you later. Cut and push the clip through. Clip piece under. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I was just going to say exactly the same, Arnold. I do that and then push it through just to make it look like it's an invisible clip as such. Again, there's no RGB in here, so it's not exactly going to highlight stuff. But as you can see, it's it's hidden in the same eye line. You're never going to make it look brilliantly like that, but you are going to obviously make it look a lot neater. I'm going to put one more clip here just to try and taper that down a little bit, to make it a little bit more visually rigid rather than structurally rigid. So we'll snip that off, and then we'll just turn that underneath. There you go. So we're just seeing nice shiny cable tie. Again, I don't like putting these too much curve or too tight, because these are obviously high current adapters. They suck a lot of juice and they can generate a bit of heat. Who has time to mod 60 channels full-time job? How many subscribers do you reckon you keep in check? He must keep a load of people in check. He's the god. He's the god. I was watching MK earlier, and I think it was Blind Bodger, which I think it was Blind Bodger. Was it? No, it was Cy the mod, which had said something, and MK went, "Yeah, I just trust Cy. Cy completely can do whatever he wants," and he played the God, I am God thing, and it just made me smile. It was just so aptly timed. It was just so aptly timed. So we've got Wi-Fi and we've got that, and we can probably post this in a second. Just need to put the big GPU in now. Not GPU. It's that thing what gives power. Power. This car thought. I haven't a clue, to be honest. So we have all the other ends of the cables here. Let's get his power supply. Now the important power. Somebody done the iCar. So on the base of the power supply, we need to then marry these up. This is obviously CPU, so that can go into the CPU connector. That is the GPU one, the high current one. So we've got the little sense pins here, which go into there. The sense pins will not...
Lead farmer!
Lead farmer! Love that one. I don't know if James did that for Arnold or not. Can't remember now. And then we'll get that one in. And then we'll get that one in. These are the board power. We've got no drives in here because it's obviously M2 drives, so we should be good. And then we'll just see if we can get this down this hole. Normally drop it when it gets so far down, and you usually hear a big... That's it. I've got him nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. We'll get him some nice, brand new, shiny, black, glossy screws out. Ooh, tip, 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 tip. Nearly fell on the floor. Needs counterbalance on that. Right, where's the power cable? Right, another little tip, and I can't show you this because it's the other side and it's facing me. The power supply on here has sunk down in the chassis, and you can't really lift it up because you can't put your thumb here to grab it, because you need to screw it against the back plate. So what I like to do is get the power cable plugged in like this. I'll show you what I mean. Plug the power cable in like that and use the power cable as a handle, just to lift it enough, just so you can get some screws in it and elevate it enough to do that. So we're just going to use it a bit like a handle, not put a lot of stress on it. So don't think I'm stressing the joint before everyone tells me off. All I'm doing is just lifting it so I can get a screw in it, and once you've got one screw in, you are good to go. But it just works a bit like a handle to do that, rather than trying to faff around trying to get it in place and everything else.
PCDD, you little shit.
Ship in the night. And whatever. Oh, Cows is here. I caught a bit of your stream, and I was just telling people about your stream earlier, Charles, that you had a... you'd only set one command up, which was mine. And every time, I don't know why it kept coming on screen, but it kept coming on screen with me going, it was making me smile every time. I was working away at the time. I think I was building another PC at the time, and it did make me smile every time. But did you have a good stream in the end, Charles? Did you get to the bottom of what you were looking at? It's why I sold it. Yeah, it is. I only say that, Arnold, mainly because some people like to tell me what I do wrong, Which, do you know what? If I'm doing it wrong and they've got a better way of doing it, I don't mind, because I don't profess to know everything. But some people go out of their way just to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
I can't
But hey,
believe this.
I can't. Oh, cows! Cows! Thank you so much. Oh, my stream was a disaster. Was it a disaster? Yeah, I know you were trying your stream out. You didn't have any sound to start with, but your stream wasn't a disaster. Thank you very much, cows, for your very kind donation. How did I do that? It does it automatically. If you put exclamation ship in chat, it donates another £1 as well. And every time you do it, it goes up by £1. I'm saving up for an electric car. I consider me and my fellow mods as family. Oh, that's nice. Excellent. Was it a bit of a car crash? Oh no. You seem to be doing well. I know you're on about your camera.
PCDD, little shit.
Oh, Arian. He's going to be the next one. Oh, he's going to be the next one. Surprising how much weight that power supply brings it. So I'm not going to worry about that at the moment, but I am going to see if I can find somewhere to plug that fan, because that fan cable is going to do my nuggeting, and I'm going to put some more fans at the front. So let's just plug this one in, and then I don't have to worry about that one. And I think that one's going to come out here. Oh, this is where my OCD will do me head in, because I don't like it there. I don't like it. Right, we've got one fan in, so we'll be able to expel a little bit of air out of the back. So let's see if it'll post. It should do, because
PCDD, little shit.
oh, what's that? Commands. Exclamation. Ship. RGB required. He's having no RGB. He's having no RGB at all. Apart from he's got RGB RAM. But I think he bought the RGB RAM because it was price efficient rather than not. I just give tips, other people tips. Could be better, brainstorming crowd. No, honestly, Arnold, I find everything you've ever had to contribute and say in chat amazing. Like 99% of the chat, I will tell you that now. It's exclamation CMD, no S. Exclamation CMD, Sparta, if you want them all. How did your list come out? Yeah, exclamation CMD. To be honest, my favourite clip is the nuke clip. Michael, I've not seen that one. Poor man doesn't know better. You up the camera threw me off, as I thought I had sorted it, and then there was a fair bit of corrosion on the. I did see that, because you were. I think I was saying about heating the screw up so you could lift it out of the board, and then I got customers and whatnot to do that. Eyeballs, Dave. Excuse me, choking. Good evening, Dave. Eyeballs isn't one of mine, unfortunately. I learn a lot from these live streams, but I'm glad I'm some use, Zola. Glad I'm some use. Thank you very much. Right, let's see if we can post this. Grab my. Where did I put my HDMI lead? My HDMI lead there. This should.
PCDD, little shit.
Oh
That
no!
was the happiest day of my life.
Oh
Thank you, Rob.
no!
Very graphic.
Sparta's doing the Falcon thing. Thought we'd escape that, since Falcon doesn't come in chat that often anymore. He's done the Falcon thing. We call it a Falcon thing because Falcon and Worms used to do it a lot. Right. Oh, let's get ready to. Ooh, 778 subscribers. Oh my dear me. That one there. Windslop is the new in Word. Just had my first FF crash. Yay! It's Rumble. Watchers wrecked my. Right, we're going to see if this will post. It should come up somewhere around there if it does. So we've got power in, we've got power in, we've got power, we've got HDMI. Let's see if it comes on. We've got fan spin. We've got RGB. I know you can't really see it too much. I just want to see if we get a post signal. And I'm going to grab a Mickey Mouse, wherever I put it. It is here, because I want to see if that Wi-Fi card is working. So we have, that's good, it's not died. And it's 12 minutes past 5 according to the clock. So clearly that's not correct. Plug them to him. Falcon's here! Falcon, no, I'm just saying I've not seen you in such a long time, Falcon. Not seen you in such a long time. Just let me just make sure that Wi-Fi card is. Whilst it thinks. No, need to install drivers for Wi-Fi card. Yeah, not. I know you're sometimes lurking in the background. Welcome, Falcon. Not seen you a long time. I was missing you. Missing you and Worms. Just bring up M2. Did you ever get your Wi-Fi? Not your Wi-Fi. Your internet sorted. I think last time I spoke to you, you were.
Believe this.
Falcon. I'm just really shy now. Thank you very much for your kind donation, Falcon. Thank you so much for that. Everything's new apart from graphics card and RAM are used on this. They're the only things. I'm just running this again. It's alive! Tom, see you later. Thank you very much for joining and popping in. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And whatever you're doing this weekend, enjoy. So let me just close that. I just want to see if the Wi-Fi card is working. And it is. That's the beauty about that. So we've put the Wi-Fi card in, which didn't have drivers. We've run Snappy, and it's brought up all the Wi-Fi networks in here, as we can see. I have got a lot more than that. I've got another 6 Wi-Fi networks in here. They're the office ones in here. That's an IoT. That is my main UK 5G network. I've got a 2.4 UK network. I've got a VPN 5G. I've got a 2.4 that, and I've got 2 others as well, and I've got guest networks as well. So I've got quite a few there. I'm a night hawk, so I usually don't go to bed until 2 to 3 o'clock. I'm the same, Arian. I tend to survive on somewhere between sort of 5 and 6 hours sleep per night. So last night I think I was tired last night, but it was still probably about 1:30. But yeah, I'm generally around sort of 1-ish, 1:30ish, and then I'm normally up somewhere around sort of 6 to 7 o'clock, depending on the day or what time I sleep. So it's mostly that. A few things going on at the moment, normally lurking when I can. Yes, fibre up and running. Oh, excellent. It does make a big difference. So I'm not going to...
I can't believe this.
Hot cows tipped £1. When are you ending the stream? I want to do part 2. I'll be ending the stream very shortly. Trying to get rid of me now. Cows, I can't believe I bored you straight away, cows. Is that what it is? Zola, between 3 and 4. That's. I think if I went to sleep, I used to when I was younger. When you get to my age, my grand old age of what is it when you're in your 60s? I know you're old and smell a wee, but what is it? It's not octogenarian or anything like that. Is it sextarian? Streaming schedule has overlapped. I wouldn't be without my fibre 900 package these days. I'm on 1 up, 1 down. 1 gig up, is it 1 gig? Whatever it is. 1,000 up, 1,000 down. That's probably the easiest way to say that. I get exhausted and sleep for a whole day. Yeah, uranium. I do get exhausted, but I still couldn't sleep for that long. What happened? Don't tell me you live in Portugal too, and I got hit by a same storm I did. Falcon lives down south, down Cornwall, Devon area, I think. You don't. The SP again. 900 megabits down is good enough for me. Yeah, I get 1,000 down, 1,000 up. My speed test is. Let me just see what I am pulling at the moment. Speed test. Run speed test. Is it that one? 824 and upload 756. I mean, I'm streaming, but even so, it does depend on which server that you use as well, because that's the thing. If we look on Ookla, there you go. There's my IP address. Come and hack me. You don't even get your own IP address now. It's shared, isn't it? It's shared IP address. That's how they do it. This is hardwired. This as well. It is going through 2 switches, but it is hardwired. So yeah, it's not bad. Mine's just gone up. £21 a month I will pay. 23 quid a month now. Insane upload speeds. I wish. No, don't you get decent uploads? I'm with, well, I know you're not in the UK, but I'm with Sky. I've just moved to Sky Fibre. I was with Virgin, which was fibre, and I was paying, I think they put it up to £45 a month. I've just moved to Sky, and it was 21 quid a month, and it's just gone up to £23 a month, which I don't know what that is in Canadian, but in US dollars, £21 a month is about $25, something like that. So yeah, I have trash upload 30 megabits. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's 30 because I transmit to YouTube on 30 megabits, which at maximum it'll support. But do you know, in reality, for everyday use, unless you're a streamer, obviously, everyday use, I've just recommended somebody goes for a 100 megabit package because there's them in the house and they just stream Netflix. Netflix uses 7 megabits for 1080p streaming. Why do you need any more than that? A lot of servers will cap you out damn sight lower than anything else. It really doesn't help. No problem, Arnold. Oh, my dog's come to see me. No problem, Arnold. Thank you very much. I just want faster 4K video uploads. Yeah, that's the thing. What kills me was the uploads, and I have noticed a better upload speed, but I get nowhere near my gigabyte speed going upload anyway. Yeah, they've done a push in the UK many years ago. I think it was last Conservative governments, and we're in Labour now, said that they wanted 95% or 98% of the population in the UK to have access to super fast broadband. And we're still miles behind compared to some of the countries in the Far East. Is it Korea or somewhere like that? Or one of them which has something like 10 gigabyte, 100 gigabyte download speeds. And their mobile network's like a gig. It's just phenomenal. But it's crazily expensive because we're obviously uncapped on the amount of data as well with fair uses policy. But the stream I did on the 12-hour stream I did Wednesday, I think I transmitted something like 150 gigabytes of data, and I didn't get. I think I got 3 dropped frames in that, so it were 0.001% or something silly within all that. Starlink's expensive though, isn't it? Don't get me started. Next door neighbour has gigabit, but they say they cannot connect us at Oh, no, why not? Well, just have a word with your next door neighbour and just throw a cable over the fence. That'd be easier. That'd be so easy. I've actually unofficially done that for a couple of customers when I used to wire up things when they lived next door to a very close friend or relative. And in the UK, some houses are very close to each other, if not joining. And I took one through a loft space once for somebody because it was a semi-detached house, and they shared it with the next door neighbour. And they wanted their own Wi-Fi repeater. So we just put the cable through in the loft and did that and put it into one of the bedrooms. If you have DIGI coverage, but that's it. All right, because you still need an uplink, don't you, with Starlink? You still need an uplink to actually request the page. So do you use like a 4G uplink and you use the satellite downlink? Am I right in thinking it's that way, satellite? Your downlink, which is good, but your uplink is still slow? Or is it both ways now? Because that's what it used to be, wasn't it, with satellite internet? You used to kind of request the information, which would be sent down super quick. Yeah, our internet is poo. Yeah, it's it's crazy because I had a friend who lives, I don't know, 25 mile away from me, and they wanted the same package as I am with Sky, but Sky for them is £47 a month, and they'll only give them half the speed of what I'm on. So I think some of it's postcode lottery. He ran a LAN cable through a hose pipe about 7 hours up the road. Well, I am honestly surprised it doesn't happen more. I am honestly surprised it doesn't happen more. Certainly in some terraced houses and things like that, where you just, well, we'll just put a small switch in each property or something like that, and daisy link them to give cheap internet to do all that. Follow the airport fence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, right, let's get back on with this. What were I doing with this? We need to stress test this, don't we? So I do need to put it back on. I forgot why we're doing them. All confused. Let's stick I've got my memory card in, so let's go back to that picture there and see if I can post. Oh, did I post it? Yeah, I did. I posted it, didn't I? I got really confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me. It's 9:20 in the UK. I've still not eaten. I have my tea on the side. I need to cook it yet. So buying a couple of thermal testing just to see if the we'll use OCCT. If you don't know what that is, it's an amazing thing. Please support them. I've got the software. I keep forgetting to put it on the thing, but this OCCT is excellent software for testing, because it will test all sorts of things. It gives you voltage, it gives you ripples, it gives you current draw, it gives you your temperatures. You can configure the tests. It's just a wonderful piece of software. Hope you have drunk something. I haven't drunk anything yet, cows. I've only been streaming, coming up to 3 hours. So I am only doing this this build today, and I'm only doing it because, as I say, it's for a streamer. So I said I'll build it on here, so he's got access to the VOD, and he can kind of take snippets out of it and show people what he's bought and things like that. Dreams has 2 up and 2 down. I remember you mentioning that. Dreams, do you really think it's beneficial to have that? I'm not poo-pooing the idea, because I've got the option of going higher, and I don't think I need it. Yeah, I've got FTH, or FTP as you would call it, FTTP, FTH, fibre to home, rather than FTC, which is cab to cabinet. So we are running at 106 watts, 100% usage. This is a 5800X, I think it was, and it's running at 4.8 gig, let's call it. It's a 5800X across all cores there, and we are sat with this cooler. These are why I love this. This is the 120 SE. This is a £26 air cooler. I'm not talking a £150 knock to a cooler. I'm not talking one of those horrible things with liquid in which leak and kill your computer called AIOs. I'm talking a £26 cooler. Twin fan, quiet, works brilliantly. We're running on full whack at 4.8 gigahertz. It's not thermal throttling, it's sat at 60 degrees C. Love these coolers. They do a bigger version, which is a 140. And I think Andy were asking what he wanted for his 13900K. Put a 140 SE on it for that chip. For most chips at that. That is just phenomenal. Let's have a look. $34.99 a month. So no brainer for me. Cheapest chips, that, innit? Cheapest chips. I'd say Virgin were wanting more, 10 quid a month more than that for a thing. Anything under 5 minutes is away. Most sites cap download speeds only. Yeah, they do, Andy. I agree with that. They do cap. Where it does come in useful if you've got 2 heavy users and you're both downloading, but I mean, it don't really increase ping or latency or anything like that, having a faster connection to as long as you're on fibre. Yeah, some places do. Even if you're downloading legitimate software over torrent sites, you need a very popular torrent to be able to saturate it. But really, does it make much difference? I mean, when you start getting up to 500 megabyte speed, you can download a full Windows ISO in a minute. It's crazy. The upload's the important thing, like Zach says. It's the upload which I find more important when we start uploading it. Because my last one, which was 400 megabyte, I think it was, my last one, capped me at 100 megabit upload. and you upload a 4K video to that, and it's crazy. To do that, my VPN does not cap me. I've got Node VPN mic, and my Node does not cap me. I have settings within my because I've got a separate router, which is a little mini PC build, which I have set, and because I've got that on power saving mode, it caps me internally to 150 megabits, but that's because it's on power saving mode. But I could run that probably up to about 700-800 meg. Well, I have done because I've tried it. Yeah, a couple of minutes dreams. Yeah, that's the thing. 100 gig in a couple of minutes. It's scarily quick. Scarily quick. I recommend Torbox. Is that what you are? What's Torbox for, Sparta? Debrid websites lets you download for. Yeah, they do. Which Debrid service are you referring to? Are you referring to real Debrid, or are you referring to Primezilla? Well, I know there are several others. 36K and 56K mode. I remember my 56K mode, and I thought I was doing really well. Sorry guys, I'm just putting this on an extended test. This is still running at 100% usage at 4.8. It's not thermal throttling at all. Fans are running at full speed, but it's not noisy in any stretch of imagination. Right, I'm just going to go back on there, and I'm going to do a adaptive 3D test. Steady, extreme. I'm just going to put this through that one and let that do a 3D test as well. Mulvad. Oh, is that the... Yeah, that's only if it's cached though. Sorry, just going back to what Dreams is saying, Sparta's saying about the premium account. It's only if it's a cached download already, isn't it? It's not any download. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Sparta, but I understand it because I do use those. That it's only if it's a cached file already, let's say, whether that's audio, video, software, ISO, whatever. I've not heard of Torbox either. I might have heard of Torbox, but I don't really know much about that one. Yeah, I know they got hit with legal stuff. Because weren't it based in France or Italy or somewhere like that? And there was some worry that they had to hand over all the logs, weren't it? And I think Primezilla is... GPU is running hotter at 309 watts. So it's running 3 times the power, but only running slightly hotter. It's just going to be a phenomenal system, this. This is really going to kick ass. And I've not even got rest cooling in place. And it'll probably perform better once I've got the cooling in and the airflow right and the sides on. Yeah, it needs to be cached. Yeah, it does cache pretty quickly. Well, they cache at full speed, can't they? And the thing is, depending what you're after, most things, unless it's 0 day, is probably cached anyway, isn't it? To do that. So they are immensely quick. I'm going to put that on steady. I'm going to put thread on fixed, and we'll use them all, and we'll tick the adaptive 3D one. I'll scroll down to here. I just want to put this on a bit of a load. We'll put that on extreme, and we'll just start that. So what we're doing here, we're going to test the GPU and CPU at full. So this should really start pushing the power. You can do a separate power one, but it's really not going to make much difference on this because I've got nothing else really in. So we'll do this. We'll give this a start. This software is excellent at doing stuff like this. Okay, so this will give us all the different core temperatures and things like that here, and you can dig a lot deeper if you start wanting to see. You can see trace graphs and everything else, but it's really nice. The fans are ramping up now, but we are We are really pushing it now. So these will start kind of cooking the power supply. But it is a 850 watt power supply. We're not going to get anywhere near that. Even if we say this is going to run at 150, this we're peaking at 360, that's 500, let's say. We've got another 350 in reserve, and it's constant. One will probably be close to maybe 650, 700. So we're not going to come anywhere near where we would really worry about it. When I used to crack PS2 media checks, the European could move a full DVD 5 from site to site quicker than my Pioneer could read a game disc. Yeah. You need to go for the 140, Andy. This is a 120. This is a 120. Look at the 140. If you look on Thermaltake's website, it'll tell you what the heat dissipation is, so you can see it. But I've just fitted. Well, let's put it like this, Andy. I've got a 9850X3D, and I run the 140, and it's at 72 degrees under full load. And I bet that's similar wattage to what you're pulling. If you want a water cooler, I've got a brand new triple water cooler that you can have if you want one. I'll post it down to you. It's a Corsair triple water cooler if you want one, Andy. It needs fans, but I've probably got fans as well. I can bung it in the same box and send it down to you. I've got a brand new one if you want it. Just say the word. But yeah, I make my feelings very clear on on water coolers. Oh, you've already got a 360i out. Okay. Don't get me wrong, they do the job. They do the job until they go wrong and don't. Right, I don't think we're going to get any issues with power on that. So we'll click stop, which is that button just there. Now I've clicked start. Let's click stop because I clicked it too many times. Can't get my mouse down because toolbar's in the way. Come on, little toolbar. There we go. Back. There we go. Off. Close. Oh, go away. I keep clicking start. I'll tell you what to wait for, Andy, if you are thinking of changing. I gave James that 14900K, which is a thirstier chip than what you've got. And when he builds his test system, he has got a 140 SE, because that's what I recommended him to buy. And I'm sure when he builds it, he'll be doing thermal testing and everything else, and you'll be able to see what impact it has. But if you've got decent airflow coming through the case, like I've said, I don't think you'll have too much of an issue at all. Yeah, it would. It's not going to cool as well as your AO, I'll be honest with you. But your AO 18-month-old will probably cool similar to what the air cooler will. Yeah, making it into a video. Because I think you bought some RAM as well, didn't you, for that, James? I think you've got the RAM and everything, haven't you? And the power supply and whatnot. I don't want to test my... This is lagging a bit. This is several mouse clicks behind. And I don't know why. That's why I'm just... Yeah, I got RAM, just need a GPU to repair. Yeah, you just need your GPU, which is, I mean, yeah, I can feel a live stream coming on for James. I can feel a live stream coming on. Yeah, this is probably around 15 seconds behind on clicks. And there's nothing in here taking. Don't like that when CPU goes to 0. That's a disturbing. CPU should always be at something. I'm going to show you how far this is behind. And I'm going to count. Right, so I'm just going to change this to multiple cores so we can see what each core is doing, because this has definitely got a lag, and I don't like the utilization being 0, because it's just not. Windows is lagging. I can feel it's lagging, and when it's reading 0, it means it's not reading and processing data. So they're the lags that you can see. I'm going to give this a reboot actually, because I'm not happy with how that is lagging. Yeah, you can see I right clicked on it a good 10-15 seconds before that. So have you tested GPU? I say just. Is that 3070 you've tested? That's going to be a stunning system, James. Honestly, brilliant, brilliant system when that's done. That actual CPU performs better. I think if it was a 14900, performs better than the 9850X. Yeah, it's one I tried to. I can't remember whether I tried to fix that one or not. I honestly cannot remember. I know I did one on stream, but I thought that was a different one. I thought that was a 5800 or something like that. Right, let's click on shutdown, and I'm going to reboot this. Right, let's give this a reboot, because I'm not happy how sluggish that was. Take my memory stick out, because I don't need my memory stick in. I think that might have just been because I was getting it to do certain things. I think there was an issue with the logic gate voltage not passing. If it's the one what we did, is that the one where we thought it was something on back at board or front at board? But I thought I scrapped that one, if I'm being honest, James. I thought I'd got rid of that. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's better. It was. I think it was just because I was doing the benchmarking test and it did that. Empty recycle bin. Done. Shut down. I saw some of PCD's attempt to GFX card fits. Yeah, there is. I've done 2 or 3. I only usually work on them when they are dead. And I'm not a graphics card. I'm not a micro solder or component changer like that. So I hold my hands up to that. I rely on chat for that, which are awesome and amazing. Yeah, we did one. I did one on my very early videos, which were a 9800, I think it was, an RX 9800. I can't remember. I've done a 3060, I think, on stream. And I didn't bother rebuilding that because I think it's down there in my spares. But I can't honestly remember whether I did that 3070. But even so, just because I got it wrong, don't mean James's skill level's there and mine's there. There's a strong possibility. I just hope he can get it working, because it will be a really nice setup for him. So. Right, guys, this is I'm going to call this kind of done really. Barring putting case on and the additional fans, which are here, I think we've got to agree that temps are under control at 65 degrees at full load. It's not thermal throttling, it's not power throttling. Your GPU's cooking well. It don't look too bad. You can never make it look brilliant, but it don't look too bad from here. Wi-Fi card's working as well. There's no errors with a 12-minute mem test on the RGB RAM. So this just needs the other 2 fans putting it at the front, wiring up. I'll use an adapter for that, and then the case putting on, and do that. I think I remember seeing a 3070. Yeah, I do honestly, Sparta. I do remember working on one, but I thought it were a 3060 Ti that I'd done as well. So it could have been both. Could have been both. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for everyone joining in. This was really just, as I say, for the streamer who wanted to me to do it so he could do it. And my dog keeps sticking her head in to say, "What's up? Up, come here, up." So she's come to see me as well. She knows it's getting late and I'm not eating. So there you go. So yeah, thanks for everybody. Thank you for all the donations today, the very kind donations from probably 13 plus people. And thank you, Zach, if you're still in chat, for your contribution, and Ellie's contribution as well. Those are amazing contributions. Thank you so much. Can we raid pigeon milk? I don't think I can raid, because I think it'll be over 1,000. Or if you tell me how to do it, I am happy trying to press the buttons. If anyone can tell me how I raid, I'm happy doing it. But somebody will have to tell me how I do that, because I do not know. I do not know how to do that. How do I raid? YouTube Studio, I'm in that. I need 1K. Well, there we go. So I just need to stream until I get another 220 people. Live redirect. Channel customization. Yeah, I don't have whatchamacallit. Yeah, I don't have what's it called? 1,000 things. I think that's what you need, isn't it? But I'll just have a look. It never works anyway. Oh, right, okay. Channel customization. I haven't got I've got a customization, yeah, and pronouns, handles, home tab, links, channel URL. Yeah, I've got nothing in there. What tells me to do? Oh, I've got past live streams. Didn't know I had that? I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I've got nothing, unfortunately, to do that. But James, if you want to post a link in chat before I go off, and people can by all means go there and show the guy some love. Pigeon Milk, I have heard of him. I've never caught him myself. So I'm more than happy for you to post the link for that if you wish, James. And I've kind of gone and lost myself now. I don't know where I am. I am that screen there. Yeah. It never works anyway. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for everyone joining in. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you don't mind, please, guys, if you've not already done that. But it's been a nice stream. I'm going to grab some food because I'm not eating today. I'm going to grab some tea. I've got to cook it. Yeah, I'm going to grab a shower and get that sorted. So thank you very much, Andy. Thank you. You're a star, Andy. And if you want, you didn't want that cooler because you've got one. But yeah. No problem at all. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Nano. Nano is still in here. Thank you to yourself and Ellie as well for the really kind donations on there. Everyone have a super weekend. Remember, do what you enjoy. Enjoy what you do. And I will catch everybody probably maybe Monday. I've got so much work on at the moment. So we'll try and get something more interesting done. I've still got about another 11 jobs to do. So might catch everyone Monday. Have a super weekend. Enjoy your family time if you're having it. If not, enjoy your time anyway. So take care, guys. See you later. Bye-bye now.